and gentlemen of the Multiverse, welcome to another episode of MNW Warzone. I am your host, General Manager Jerry Aldini. This week, Michael Montoya is off on some personal time, so I am being joined in the commentary booth by our friend from our sister show, Flashbang. Ladies and gentlemen, let's have a big hand for Eric Genericson.
And as my broadcast partner on Friday nights would like to say, can I get a whoop, whoop?
And I believe we can. Also, joining us, because we've decided to add the third seat today, taking notes and keeping his eye on the C101 is Pete McPherson.
Hello. Wow.
Good to see you again, Pete. It's been a while.
It's good to be on microphone again.
Yeah, we've had you at the gorilla position lately, but tonight we're having some other people take care of that because we decided it's time to bring you back onto the mic.
And true, this is professional wrestling. We're not allowed to do two-man commentary anymore.
It's not. There needs to be the color commentator, there needs to be the action commentator, and there needs to be the person providing material for Botchamania.
Wait, which role am I here to fill again?
Don't hurt me too much, Matthew.
That's for the fans to decide. But meanwhile, well, we've got an exciting night, everyone. It's the beginning of round 2 of the C101. Eric, it was a hell of a show last night on Flashbang in Block A, round 1.
We saw the conclusion of Block A with the final 5 Flashbang matches. We had some upsets, we had some dominating performances, and we had a near draw, but it's time to start round 2.
Right. As we get into that, first off, folks, let's look at where we stand in the rankings. So, at the end of round 1 on Block A, Zako Due, Dagrik, The Madness, Madjack, and Gingerboi all have scored and have 2 points. Block B, Victor Vicious, Jack Andrews, Devon, Semjax, and Suicide Gemini also have 2 points still to score. Daverman, Aiden 0, The Janitor, Lady Boots, Jack Abbot, Brawl Kaiser, Kuso Kale, Zericus, Michael Macabre, and Graven Allen. But as
this is
go ahead, Eric.
This is a huge week for everybody with 0 points. Can they get on the board? Can they at least force a draw? You do not want to fall in the hole with certain people going up 4-0.
That is an excellent point. Although with 8 rounds remaining, there's a lot of room to make up points. It's, we'll have to be much further in before we see people really pulling away from the pack. In fact, right now, Eric and Pete, we're going to be actually hearing from one of the participants in today's matches who has a little something to say. Because let's be honest, I think everyone remembers the original C101 tournament, and there's one thing that hangs over everyone's head, and that is, am I going to be this tournament's Alpha Kong?
Oh.
Because everyone remembers what happened to Alpha Kong. The thing is, yes, it is possible, but let's face it, I would say unlikely, but I think to really get the feel, let's hear from one of the participants in today's matches. So let's go to ringside and let's hear from the Janitor.
Now, I'm not sure I follow the correlation between Alpha Kong and the Janitor. I don't even think they've ever been in the ring together.
Well, and I would point out the fact that, clearly the C101 is an evolving event. Clearly, we're seeing corrections to that in this year's C101.
I mean, that is correct. But again, I don't know. Janitor has no history with Omega Club, so I don't know why there would even be comparisons to Alpha Kong.
Oh, here we go. Let's hear what he has to say. Greetings from Janitorial Multiverse. I thank you for your efforts to not make the men's room as disgusting as it could be, but that's not why I'm here. First, before I get into present matter's storyteller, we had a great match at the Super Show. I know what I have to know, and I will say this. I will let you do what you are doing, as long as you do not deviate one iota from what has been revealed to me. If so, I will be there, and I will clean up after you. But everyone's mind is on the matter at hand, and that is the C-101. And everyone's been saying, Janitor, you must feel awful. You lost your first round match. Gentlefolk, when one plays the game of chess, one does not concede the game after losing their first piece. It isn't, as they say, a sprint. It is a marathon, and we are definitely not at the point where anyone is out of competition. Certainly not me. And I don't feel bad. It would be easy to, I lost. But even being in this competition means the brass does consider me one of the top contenders. So I will do what it is I do. I will get into the ring. I will face my opponent, who today is the cyberpunk prodigy Aiden 0. I will face him in the ring. I will listen to his trash talk. And then I will do what must be done. Pin him and secure my first victory. Well, there's the janitor putting it all on the line, what he's about. He's not feeling bad about his position.
I gotta say, for somebody who has been basically cleaning the back for years, I am thoroughly impressed by how quickly this young rookie has come up.
Pete, I don't have the heart. Do you?
Roll with it.
That's a good question. As to that point, it is time. We are going to be getting in now to the first match of today's round 2, Block A, C101. Ladies and gentlemen, let's go to ringside.
The following match is a C101 match scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, representing the Sentinels, Daverman.
Well, starting off the day with the hero of Warzone, Daverman. And Daver, last week, didn't get on the board. He's looking for
Well, unfortunately, there's unless everything ends in a tie, somebody has to have a goose egg after the first week. However, that's why I said at the beginning of the show, that's why this round is so important. It's not just from the standpoint of there's still 7 weeks after this particular week. It's the fact that it is a mental game as much as it is a physical game. When you look at that scorecard and you see a couple 4s on there, maybe a couple 3s after tonight, and you still have a goose egg up there, it starts to get into your head, and you start to apply pressure to yourself for every week going forward until you, for lack of a better term, get off the schneid.
Good point. And to that point, Eric, this match is going to be key. But first,
And introducing their competitor, representing the Conquest Bloodline, Lady
Boo! And speaking of putting pressure on yourself, I think that no one in this tournament has more pressure going into round 2 on them than Lady Boots. I would argue the upset of the tournament thus far, having seen Block A and B now. The Madness defeated the Nexus Titan champion, who had not lost since, I think, winning that belt. She has been on a roll. And if she were to go down 2 rounds with no wins and not even a tie, I don't know, Jerry. I think it would be extremely hard for her mentally.
Well, I agree. And that's when this match, again, I said vital. These two not on the board yet. One of them, at least, is going to get some points.
And she's in there against the man that ended the 13 defense winning streak of Ogre back in the day.
This is true. This is the man who removed the final hat from Vinsmoke Sanji. And he is, a lot of people said, just circling around his eventual title run for the Multiverse Heavyweight Championship, which the C101 could lead to.
Well, and I think that's why this is so big for Daver, because pretty much the only accolade that he hasn't put on his resume is holding the Heavyweight Championship of the world.
And but like you said, he has to get through the lady who, until that match last week, not even since winning the belt, she ran through the competition to qualify for that belt like a hot knife through butter.
And I wonder if maybe what Meme had said earlier in the night, or has been doing, maybe got in her head. We already know that R. Sawyer has talked about the Conquest Bloodline a lot, specifically calling out Carnival last week. And maybe she was already looking past Madness and maybe looking towards a match with Zako Due. And, you know, anything can happen any given Saturday, as they like to say.
And a lot of people, since all the champions but one, who we will be hearing from later tonight, are in this tournament, there is a lot of people talking about, are we finally going to get our 2-belt champion?
There is a more likely chance of that happening than not happening because of the way this tournament is structured. So many champions with that opportunity, although they would still then have to beat whoever the heavyweight or world champion is of either show.
And that's not going to be an easy task. And of course, what I find interesting is we have said that if Zako Due or Victor Vicious win, they get to pick their opponent. But last night, Victor made it sound like he was looking to unify the belts if he wins.
It is well within his right, if he were to win, to challenge Zako Due, and he could not only become the first double champion, but hold the biggest prize in MNW for both shows at the same time. I mean, what better way to make an impact? Oh, what a kick! Dude, that step-up kick! That would have knocked out Boots. She hasn't moved.
I mean, and just, and now or was she playing possum? I wouldn't put it past her.
Nope, I think Daver was playing possum.
Wow. Well, you know, the Janitor, pinfall, 1, just a 1 count. The Janitor earlier tonight was likening this tournament to a chess match.
And there's a lot to be said about that. As we begin to move along, I think what you'll see is some of these matches start to draw out as competitors go, well, rather than risk losing it all by doing something crazy, why don't I just play for the tie and slowly rack up points? Because then it becomes a numbers game. Who actually has a chance to catch me? How much do I need to catch up? And look at Daver throwing caution to the wind as I say that. A crossbody over the top rope.
I mean, let's not ignore the high-flying talent of Daverman, although facing those brutal kicks of the lady. Daver, one of the top cruiserweights in MNW.
I think one of the top cruisers in any promotion.
I would be hard-pressed to disagree. But right now, Lady Boots just having her way with him.
Well, this is what Lady Boots wants to do. She wants to brawl. She wants to strike. She wants to use the environment. Daver, much more technically sound, in my opinion. And this is where he needs to keep the match, is between these ropes.
It is a fascinating clash of styles when you think about it. But it's hard in any matchup in the C101 because, oh, wait a minute.
Oh, looks like Daver's lining. Oh, never mind.
Changed his mind. I was going to say, because the C101 is a collection of, let's be honest, 20 of our best. Any given matchup, it's hard to say who is got the advantage and who's the underdog. And he's lining it up, and he, well, that
Hurricane Rana off the top rope and looking for a quick pinfall here. Count of two, nearly got her.
Almost finished that.
That would have been disastrous.
Right now, the advantage to the Sentinel, but the Lady of Conquest is not one who's going to let a little pain get in her way.
I think she might even enjoy it. Oh, look at it. What did I say? Look at the kippo. Oh. And then the heel kick. Lady Boots like
her boots down.
I mean, has there ever been anyone with a more appropriate moniker than Lady Boots?
I mean, you know what she's going to do going into every match. Her offense is devastating, but unorthodox. Oh, and she caught Daver. Look at the power of Lady Boots. Power bomb to Daverman.
I think that's what throws... Oh, wait. 1, 2. Kick out by Daver. I think that's what throws a lot of opponents. People are unprepared for how strong Boots is.
We just passed the 6-minute mark here in this matchup.
Of course, to remind everyone on the scoring, 2 points for a win, 1 point each for a time limit tie, and of course, the other option is nothing.
Yeah, you don't. You lose, nothing. You go home. You do not pass go. You do not collect 2 points.
And as we said at the top of this match, last week...
springboard, but he mistimed it.
Both of these competitors did not score last week. This is both of them looking for getting on that board.
2.
Now choosing to focus on that leg, trying to neutralize the knees.
I mean, go after her primary assault. It's a.
I mean, take away the stylo, take away the hip check that she liked, and she might have been going for the stylo right there. But look at Daverman roll out of the ring, so she had no angle on him.
That's good. I mean, yeah, one stylo or kiss the boot, and it's over. As it has been for many opponents. If you don't believe that, ask Albatross or Wilson, son of Will. Well, Wilson, if you could find him anywhere but Twitter.
Now another floater remove, this time with a DDT. We're up to a count of 4. Again, a disqualification or a countout will get you 2 points or a tie. So it is a valid strategy as the clock starts to tick down.
Daver bringing her back into the... Like, as you said, Daver needs to keep this in the ring. Outside of the ring, favors the Lady of Conquest.
Kick out at 2.
There's a kick out there by Boots.
And again, letting her get into kicking range. Oh!
Yep. And look at that, Bulldog, a little bit of Daver's offense, and now in position, and this is what she was trying to go for earlier. The stylo, and this could put down Daver.
No, stylo hits!
Stylo connects.
This is not looking good for our man, Daverman.
Well, thanks for playing Daver right across the jaw.
Oh, my God!
Coming up on 11 minutes remaining, and the knee buckled.
Daver, again, utilizing that strategy of take out the knee, take out Lady Boots' offense.
And I have to question if the stylo was the right move after that injured knee was worked over in this match, and now the momentum shifting. Daver looking to fly.
We could be seeing up, and away. up, and away! And, oh, this is not looking good for Boots now.
The world's finest, and now this chin lock out of a hammer lock.
Oh, bleeding.
Very quickly
again.
boot countered.
Like we said before, do not doubt the strength of the lady. Oh.
I know, and this could be it. You were talking about it. Kiss the boot.
Oh. 1, 2, 3. It's over.
And then it is.
And your winner, Lady Boots.
And with that, Boots gets on the board with 2 points. And Daverman has a lot more of a hill to climb if he wants to. He has to win his next few matches.
And, you know, somewhere, Semjax is very happy. The other member of Conquest Bloodline in this C101, and now both members are Conquest with 2 points apiece.
That is correct. That just was amazing. What a match. And that's just kicking off the show.
Yep, first match of the night.
And as we're kicking off, we're getting a social media post from Maximilian Thunder Thighs. This message has been approved by VIP. 20 of Warzone's best, yet none are VIP. This is an insult not only to VIP members, but to the fans who cry out injustice for a lack of VIP in the C101. Praise be to Ozir Turan, the VI Pharaoh. Max, could you show us on the doll?
Annie.
Yeah, that is, well, in
Blink
the
3
meantime-
times, or
Sorry, go ahead, Pete.
I was going to say blink 3 times, or move your lips. Oh, wait.
Yeah, no, let's not. And he wears that full. You know what? I think more importantly, let's get ready for. We've got such a packed show. We've got more C101 action, but before we get to this next match, oh my God. So the C101 creates such fascinating combinations. And I am surprised that we are getting to this particular matchup this early in the tournament. Because our next match is going to be Jack Abbott, the Scorpion, one half of the Unified Tag Team Champions, taking on his old friend from the early days in their careers, Gingerboi.
I mean, I would argue they are still very close friends. Both representatives of the United Kingdom, both technically sound wrestlers, tag team partners. I mean, they've gone up and down the road together for years, and they know each other better than anybody else. This is going to be a barn burner.
I agree. In fact, let's go now. Let's hear from one half of this match. Ladies and gentlemen, the Scorpion, Jack Abbott.
Well. Looks like my next round's opponent is a familiar one. Gingy, my old friend. You and I go way back. Out of everyone in Warzone, except, probably, for Devin, I know you best. So I know you're not looking past me. We've trained together, sparred together, and fought one another in the gym enough to be well past that. And for once, I can very easily predict the outcome of this match. I predict violence. This is going to be hard-hitting, brutal, and very likely not a clean fight. We're both going to be messes at the end of this, and one of us is probably going to be tapping out or being physically unable to continue at the end. But before that, we'll likely beat each other bloody. I couldn't be happier. So, Gingy, when all's said and done, and one of us has their arms raised in victory, what say we head to the pub like old times, eh? Tell you what, I'm buying. Be seeing you, mate.
And with that,
I got to tell you, that's a Christmas Day miracle, man.
it's going to be amazing, and there's no reason to wait. Both men are in Gorilla, ready to come out. Let's head down to ringside.
No, but seriously, have you ever tried to go to the pub with somebody from the UK? If they pick up the tab, that is a miracle.
Ooh, okay, sure. No, that's fair. I'll tell you some stories later. Meantime, let's head down to ringside.
The following match is a C101 match. Introducing first, they are the one half of the Unified Tag Team Championship. They are the Scorpion, Jack Abbott.
And here comes one of the underdogs of Block A. Both blocks have them, but Jack Abbott, not known as a singles competitor, but getting an opportunity to shine. And look how focused he looks.
Oh, absolutely. And last week, he was in the main event facing off against Zako Due. And, well, he was definitely pulling out all the stops and pulling off all the turnbuckle pads.
Got something against them turnbuckle pads.
He knows what he needs to do, I guess.
And introducing their competitor, they are the Mad Lad of London, Gingerboi.
Eric, do you still miss this man?
Every single day.
The first ever World Heavyweight Champion on Flashbang. Former Hardcore Champion on Warzone. Looking to add to his collection of gold by winning this tournament and going after the Multiverse Heavyweight Championship. But first, he's got to go through his old friend, Jack Abbott. This is one of those lopsided matches in that Gingerboi is already on the board, Jack Abbott isn't.
And just to give you an idea of how dominant Gingerboi was as a champion, the man that finally beat him held the belt for 484 days. Oh! What a kick!
Coming out the gate. This is always one of those tricky situations where when you're in the match with a friend, you almost feel you have to bring even more to it because you don't want to show disrespect, but you also don't want to be accused of taking it easy on your buddy.
And now to the corner we go. Big elbow. Abbott. Look at this.
Oh!
Big elbow to the back of the skull. The thing is, Abbott knows Gingerboi better than anybody else in this tournament.
That's good. Really? So right now we got a bit of a situation. The video, I noticed, it looks a little weird, but we're getting a message from our Sawyer. Footage looks a bit stretched. Meme.
I don't know what he's talking about. It looks fine for me. There's a chop from Abbott. Blocked by Gingerboi. Oh, what a knee to the arm. I feel like Meme is just trying to take credit for stuff that's not even real. And now into the cover, there's a count of one and a kick out.
Wouldn't be the first time.
And now Abbott throwing Ginger into the corner. What a shoulder tackle. And again, back and forth these guys go. Oh, another kick. And honestly, Jerry, I got to say, if Jack Abbott is going to pick up a win here in these early rounds, I feel like he actually does have a very good chance against Gingerboi, despite the resume, just out of the fact that they are so familiar with one another.
That's a great point. Who knows him better? Who knows Gingerboi better than Jack? I don't know that anyone does.
And if Jack can't beat Gingerboi, I mean, you look down the line, there's a lot of competitors in this tournament, but Gingerboi would probably be one of the favorites going into it. And you start looking at who could beat him on this day and who could beat him on that day. It becomes a numbers game. Abbott winning here would completely change the complexion of the tournament.
And Jack would have it. But let's not forget something else. I mean, Jack lost last week to Zako.
Amazing combination.
Yes. Uh-oh, wait a minute. I might have spoke too soon. We might be setting up.
Oh, what a forearm shot.
Mither, I thought he was setting up for maybe the London Dungeon, but instead
but he is going for a tope suicida.
The thing I was going to remind everyone about Jack Abbott is he and Devin were underdogs all through that tag tournament, up to and including defeating the Toxic Wastelanders. Not a man I would ever count out.
And of course, Gingerboi does not want that to happen. He wants to keep pace with the likes of Lady Boots. What a spinning side slam by Abbott.
And Abbott
a member of the UK Spitfires alongside Gingerboi and McMorgan. And now saying, come on, don't be a loser, get up. And Ginger happy to oblige.
And
Clothesline over the top.
Right back outside.
They do not care. And now look at trying to lift Ginger, and Ginger says, nah, too strong, get in the gym.
Oh, I think Jack just got busted open.
And look at Ginger taunting the crowd. And now picking Abbott up.
And again, we talked about Abbott knowing Gingerboi so well, managing to push him down.
And now back into the ring we go.
I just realized something.
Uh-huh.
Jack Abbott probably understands the meaning behind that tattoo on Gingy's chest.
I mean, probably. Look, we've all made mistakes in our life. Here's a quick cover and a kick out by Gingy.
Of course, the person taunting Gingerboi about that has been Aiden Zero. We're all still waiting for that match, but we've got a long road before we get there.
It is. It's gonna be a bloodbath.
One could only hope.
What, is that what we're hoping for?
I mean, I'm general manager. I have to care about good television.
Yeah, that's fair.
And now Abbott maybe looking for the tequila sunrise, turning him over, and he yanked it back on the leg.
Oh, there it goes. Oh. But Gingy knows what to do here. Again, he probably helped Abbott develop that move.
Probably. And now I don't know what he was going for there, but pushed away. And again pushed away. And look at these pummeling blows. Trying to open up that wound on Abbott's head.
I mean, Gingerboi lives up to his theme song, Brutality. It's his stock and trade.
Jack Abbott, no stranger to that himself, though.
A good point. Jack, oh!
Well, I would say that's the main reason for the camaraderie that's developed between the two of them.
Oh, yeah, and here we go. Right back to another submission move. Again, the tequila sunrise locked in on Gingerboi.
Going again. And the ref trying to figure out what he's going to do.
I think he was trying to squeeze past Abbott.
I'd be worried about that, too. Wonder how many bar brawls these two have been in together.
All of them.
I think it'd be easier to count how many were their fault.
It still might be all of them.
Well, I'm just saying it'd be easier to track.
Now a rake of the eyes.
Jack
Abbott not afraid to get dirty.
Yeah, we saw that last week. He knows the stakes in this tournament. and he wants that victory. We've seen what the C101 can do for a career.
Yep. Oh, and hanging him out to dry. And I think you're seeing that with Jack Abbott. The profile of Abbott is going to go up with every consecutive week that he's in there against the likes of a Gingerboi or a Lady Boots or a Zako Duo. And now look at this, running him into the turnbuckle. Look at him rolling through.
Oh!
German suplex into a bridge.
Rolling German suplex.
And he kicked out.
I would say Jack Abbott's biggest deficit in this tournament would come down to he's a tag specialist, and it's a singles tournament.
I mean, you say that, and yet
And
look
yet,
at the
here we
madness
are.
did to Lady Boots. Look at what Devin and Kuso Kale did last night.
True, and let's
Look at Madjack picking up. Just because you're a tag specialist doesn't mean you don't know how to win a singles match. Yeah, the odds might not be in your favor, but any given Saturday.
I mean, madness last week against Lady Boots.
Well, and I would say at the omission of, say, Tornado Tag Match, it still is a one-on-one battle.
Good point. Well, meanwhile, we are fast approaching the 9-minute mark.
And now there's those clubbing blows again. Gingerboi trying to open up the wound more. The forearm shots. And he might have just knocked Abbott out. Look at the blood.
I mean, that's
all over the face of Abbott.
2, and a kick out by Abbott.
Woo-wee!
Kick out at 2.
Well, I think we've already seen the answer to the question. You know, you get these two in the ring together, and they know they have to go.
They are, and right now Abbott might just be trying to survive for another 11 minutes. Knee to the face, and again, Gingerboi has found what he wants to do. He is targeting the head, opening up the wound, and now trying to turn him over into a Rings of Saturn.
And Jack is just covered with that crimson mask.
Brutalizing him right now.
And Abbott getting out. Again, he, as we said earlier, he probably was around when Gingerboi was perfecting that move.
And now grabbing him by the throat. Referee might want to check that. And a shot to the gut.
Was he grabbing him by the throat or the beard?
I was wondering about that. It almost looked like he was trying to go
if
for
the
the
referee
beard.
let it go.
Yep.
And now there's that Muay Thai background. These knees right to the gut. And talk a little bit of trash to his buddy.
Oh,
And Abbott going to the turnbuckle pad.
we saw that last week. He's going back to it.
Yep, referee allowing it to happen or completely missed it. There's a count of 2 and a kick out.
I think Abbott has figured out how to best disguise what he's doing because he got away with it 3 or 4 times last
Yeah,
week.
but here, this could be it at the 10-minute mark.
Oh.
The Scorpion's tail, can he get him over?
Oh, he got it!
Look at the strength of Gingerboi just muscling through that.
Gingy just went, nope, I know this one, mate.
And now with the referee's back turned, Nightmare. Oh, there it is. The Mad
Oh, he has
Lad
gotta be done.
Roundhouse.
That's, okay.
But
but
the ref's
there's no
still
ref.
dealing with the pad.
There is no ref. And here he comes.
He's there now.
2.
That
Kick out
momentary
at 2.
distraction. And Gingy is pissed. The turnbuckle pad coming into play. It just saved Abbott. We're at 9 minutes.
Oh, and Gingy Boy is down and rolling out. Can't blame him after that exchange. He probably wants to regroup himself. He had the match won.
He sure did, but that turnbuckle pad distracted the ref just long enough to give him a bit of a break. Otherwise, that might have been it. The London Dungeon, the Mad Lad Roundhouse, and the Mad Lad Lock. 3 moves that have won Gingerboi matches and championships. And now Gingy pulling him towards the ropes. And now a little bit of trickery from Gingerboi.
Sure, why not?
Ref. It's fair play. Oh, my goodness.
It's, again, hearkening back to the janitor's comments at the beginning of the show. This is as much a mental game as a physical one.
Well, and I think the gloves have come off. Both of these men are willing to break or bend any rule they have to get a victory here. Coming up on 8 minutes now, and the clock has become a factor. Here comes Gingerboi. Nice head scissors. We might see our first tie.
I mean, it's heading that way. This isn't the longest match we've had. but it's getting there.
And now rolls through in a leg grapevine here. Almost like a heel hook, and Abbot immediately able to kick Gingerboi and break the hold.
Their knowledge of each other's movesets is definitely coming into play in this match.
Gingerboi and Abbott both trying to follow in the footsteps of Lady Boots, who won our opening C101 matchup to pick up 2 points over Daverman. And now the former UK Spitfires are absolutely brutalizing each other. And now here we go again. The Anaconda Vice locked in.
And can he get it?
Abbott's trying to hang on. He's got to try to roll him over, but the knees to the back of the head break the hold.
Again, the stakes here. Jack Abbott needs this
Oh,
win.
and look at Abbott. Abbott ducked it.
Yeah.
Abbott just ducked the punch, and Gingerboi is not letting him get away.
No, not at all. Abbott needs this win to get on the board. If Gingerboi gets this, he'll be the first competitor to reach 4 points.
Oh, we've got potential for a couple of firsts. We're either going to see, we could potentially see our first tie, or we could see that.
It's true. And as you were saying last week, Eric, somebody with, especially somebody who's already on the board with a bunch of ties, could be sitting in a great position.
And now Gingerboi in some trouble, but throws Abbott back in the ring off that spinning powerbomb. Might have rattled him a little bit. And Gingerboi, I think he glanced at the Titantron just to get a look at the clock. Oh, there's a kick.
I mean,
and time awareness becoming a factor. We're coming up on 6 minutes. Gingerboi with a forearm shot to Abbott. And Abbott is just surviving at this point. Might have been looking for the Mad Lad lock in reverse by Abbott.
Abbott just kind of repeating Gingerboi's tactic, going for the head.
And now trying to work the back over, soften him up for another attempt at the Scorpion's tail. Both of these men submission experts. It's just a matter of who can lock in their move next.
It looks like Gingerboi powering out.
British wrestling at its finest here on Warzone. Gingerboi lifting up Abbott. Draping him across that top rope, and he's saying it's over. Abbott saying not so fast. Gingy saying yes it is. Look at these shots. How does Abbott even see through that crimson mask? And again reversing the Mad Lad lock. Ginger keeps trying to lock it in, but he can't get it.
And, that was okay. That's a
now
joke.
Just choking him. That's not going to work.
A little bit of payback earlier going for his throat.
And now again trying to turn him over. A brutalizing move, rings the Saturn locked in. Abbott with a face full of blood, a mouth full of blood. And still able to power out. I mean, as impressive as Gingerboi is, can we talk about Jack Abbott's coming out party right now?
Oh, Jack Abbott's, I mean, we have been into this match 15 minutes. And Jack
that's
Abbott
a former world champion. Remember, the guy who, oh, there it is. London Dungeon. The London Dungeon, the guillotine for the first time. Can Abbott hang on? Abbott is on.
He cannot.
Out. What a match.
And your winner, Gingerboi.
And there you have it. Gingerboi scoring 2 more points, bringing his total to 4. Gingerboi's in it to win it. I can't say I'm surprised. I know your favorite was Dagrik last week, Eric, but Gingerboi making a hell of a showing in round 2.
He absolutely did. And again, it's hard for me to pick against Gingerboi. I'm a little bit biased, but now it's up to somebody like Dagrik to keep pace with a Gingerboi, who now is the first competitor with 4 points. And Abbott, like Daverman, staring at that goose egg going into round 3.
This is going to be a hard road for the people who aren't on the board yet and have to wait till next week to see if they can get anywhere. Not impossible, as we've said, but each week gets just a little bit harder. But as we know our competitors, they're going to fight, even if it's week 9 and they have no points, they're going to go for at least getting on the board. That is part of the thrill of the C101 is we're getting main event worthy matches as the second match of the night. Or the first match. Just amazing. Well,
High caliber talent.
That is a fact. Ladies and gentlemen, while the C101 is going on, the rest of the world exists, and we have a lot going on. And next, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to hear from somebody who is nowhere even near this tournament, but has a bone to pick with several things. Ladies and gentlemen, the outlaw, Theron Eldrazi.
For weeks now, people have been asking me, why, Theron? Why, CJ? Why are you guys making our lives on the main roster hell? Let me answer that. 2 words. Outlaw shit. Aldini this week decided to make me look like a curtain jerker in an 8-man showcase when he knows we're main event talent. But because Aldini decided to take it amongst himself 2 months ago, put us in a match that we couldn't even prepare for because we couldn't know our opponents, we got screwed. You want somebody to blame our actions on? Blame it on Aldini. Aldini, I've had it about up to here. You know, Henry Colt, they say, is the cowboy of MNW. Well, let me give you a little history lesson on cowboys, on outlaws. The Cowboys were the first example of organized crime in Western civilization. They wore a red sash so you could differentiate them from everybody else. Rednecks, same thing. Another example of the first organized crime in Western civilization. Coal miners that wore a red bandana around their necks and stood up against people trying to take and screw them out of a job. And then you've got me, outlaw. Real simple. Do bad things for good people or do bad things for bad people. It doesn't matter as long as the money's right. Aldini, your time's coming, son. Your time is coming. You're treating the outlaws like curtain jerkers. You screwed us from getting into title contention. You see, there is a loophole here, though. You didn't say we couldn't challenge for MNW titles adjacent. You didn't say we couldn't, show up on a mixed super show if we really wanted and take Flashbang's titles. But you missed that little detail, didn't you? So, one of these nights, who knows, maybe I'll come out parading around a belt nobody knows. Until then, Aldini, I guess you're just gonna have to sit back and watch the carnage of us tearing your roster apart.
Okay. Eric?
Yup.
He looks like he's trying to find a loophole to go after some of Flashbang's gold.
Well, you know what? He is banned from Flashbang along with his tag partner for a reason. And I gotta say, we don't miss them. They're your problem. We'll handle them if they show up.
In the meantime, it seems like I'm living a little rent-free in his head.
Yeah, it seems like he's more interested in you than anybody else on the roster. You know, the one person at this booth who doesn't wrestle.
Well, although soon I am gonna, that may be where Michael is today. Getting into shape for our eventual training session. That's later. Let's not worry about that right now. And
Michael could take Theron, I believe it.
Well, you never know. Well, we will see. In the meantime, speaking of controversy, last week we had a match where Omega Club was facing off against Chained Hell, and the referee unexpectedly called a disqualification, claiming he saw a pair of brass knuckles on Whitney Lee, but we've examined the tape. Clearly no brass knuckle. We're not sure what happened, but the ref swears up and down he saw something. We have asked Jiff to look into it. But in the meantime, I declared last week we were going to have a rematch of that match. And that's what's going to happen right now. But really quickly, I'm noticing tweeting out on social media, the Sandman saying, "Oh, sure, Theron, come on down to Flashbang. I'll be sure to greet you with a size 13 boot up your fucking ass, just like back in the 64-man tourney. The Time Bandits have waited a long time for those titles. We are first shit law."
It's true. They are the #1 contender for the World Tag Team Championships on Flashbang, and I wouldn't want to piss off Sandman or Thunderbolt. They have waited a long time for another shot at those belts. They couldn't beat the Bone Warriors, but they got their eyes on the Mad World. Be careful what you wish for there, and you might just get it.
That's true. Also tweeting out Kelly, the manager of Omega Club, saying, "Better have a different ref." We have our regular ref, Kelly, but we have looked into it extensively, and he knows the pressure is on. So, with no further ado, let's head down to ringside. And getting right into the action.
We are off and running.
Sorry, go ahead, Eric.
I was going to say the former Sound versus the Revenant and Hightower. Oh, and look at the tag work right out of the gate.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. These, again, the Sound, as you said, the new young lions of Omega Club, proteges of Alpha Kong. But before that, they did work together as a tag team, the Sound, although they've been having a lot more success since joining up with Mega Blitz, Alpha, and Kelly.
Yeah, I'd say it's really been mostly the Burning Lounge that has brought, or Chained Hell more specifically, that has brought these two together again for
That's
this
good.
on.
Good point. Hey, Tech, can we get check on Pete's mic, please? And Kelly tweeting out again, he better call it right down the middle or a firing squad shotgun's going to happen. Kelly, please, let's keep this civil. We wait until trouble happens.
Also, I thought they kicked out Vince Smoke.
They did, but, you know.
So how are they going to do a firing squad?
Well, you know, something's got to happen with Vince Smoke. He's still under treatment with Dr. Caliban. And all right, so, and now here comes Whitney. Okay, so now it's Whitney versus Uzra. This is where the controversy happened last week.
It's true, and right now the referee letting them go.
So we're Bulldog on Uzra. These two teams have been going back and forth for weeks, ever since Chained Hell opened a competing establishment, the Burning Lounge.
Wait, really?
Yeah. Yeah, and
I wouldn't think you'd
speakeasy
want
club?
to have a lounge on fire.
Well, is that like a speakeasy or what is it?
that does seem to be the feel of it. You'd have to ask R. Sawyer. He got drunk there last week.
Robots can get drunk?
Apparently, if you overindulge on Energon.
What is Energon?
You know what? Let's just chalk it up to robot shit.
Robot space magic. Awesome, my favorite.
Yeah.
And now another quick tag, and here comes the Revenant back in. And so explain to me this odd pairing of Uzra and Flame Revenant.
So Uzra is the...
I thought I saw Hightower over there, and I did a double take, and it's Uzra.
It's Uzra. Uzra joined the Burning Lounge as an employee and joined Chained Hell as a member of the faction.
Which one of these is not like the other is all I can think of.
Well, this is... it was...
I mean, that guy has a samurai helmet.
Yeah, it's true. There was... the idea originally was this was a protege versus protege match with Hightower and Alpha Kong coming out as managers. One of the ways we sought to make sure that there was no shenanigans was we decided that we were not going to allow any managers this week.
I mean, that makes perfect sense. Also, the samurai helmet fits the ninja aesthetic. Oh, look out here!
Oh,
Looking for that power bomb, and Whitney saw it coming.
Whitney has actually had, honestly, one of our best win-loss records since we started, since we did the reset of tracking those. And now bringing it to Flame Revenant. These two no strangers to each other. Also tweeting out on social media about this match is our own Sentai hero, Mega Blitz X, saying, I don't mind other businesses. I don't approve of my friends getting jumped for it because making a statement. So let's end this professionally without damage to each other's businesses. Fair enough.
That is very fair. Although, one thing is we see the tag now made by Revenant to Uzra. What exactly are Constantinople and Hightower up to while these two are out here?
That is a disturbing question.
I just, you know,
again,
that kind of wrench on the arm. Somebody should check in with Alpha and Mega, maybe.
well, as we said, all other faction members banned from ringside to make sure this is a clean match.
That also means that they're all in the locker room.
Or I think Kelly's actually at the pub. And I think Hightower is at the lounge.
Oh, well then maybe we won't hear about some brutal backstage brawl. Oh, what a kick by Uzra.
I expect drinks will be on the house at whichever establishment pulls out the win during this
Oh,
match.
there's the cannonball.
Uzra, powerful competitor. Turning out she is actually a great fit for Chained Hell.
Reinventing the wheel right there.
Tagging in her
Tag
partner.
to Revenant.
Oh! Right now, Whitney Lee needs to get a tag.
Big time. And now the Dragon Sleeper applied by Revenant. Whitney Lee is trying to hold on, but he does not!
There we
Revenant
go.
nearly yanked his head off.
And your winners, Chained Hell.
That almost
There
looked
you
like a
have it.
version of the Hades clutch.
And apparently, there was a timed tweet sent out by Uzra before the match. Let's get this fight over with. I've been waiting to fight Whitney for a while now.
Well, she got her wish.
She did indeed. That was... But I would not call this a done deal by any stretch of the imagination. But with that... Oh, I'm just... That's one of the things in this company. You never know what you're going to get. But now we have to look at what's coming up next, folks. In our next matchup, well, got a little bit of a surprise for you.
I like surprises normally, maybe not really. Actually, now that I think about it.
Surprises can be great, Eric. But
Can they?
well, they can. But before then, we have another member of the roster we need to be hearing from. There's been a lot of going on of late. I don't know if you've been paying attention to what Defunk has been up to lately.
Vaguely. Why?
Well, because Defunk has been looking for recruiting people to his movement, Cloud9, and at the same time, Blood Money has been looking to undercut him and recruit the young talent he's looking for. And one up-and-comer in the roster decided to answer both of them at the same time. So, ladies and gentlemen, let's hear from the legend incarnate, Beowulf.
I will say, I find it interesting that all these factions are itching to recruit new people into their ranks. You have both Defunk and Blood Money going after Nakano Kirishima and Sergeant Major Payne, with potentially more to come. I personally don't see the point given the blatant fact that you don't know when you'll be stabbed in the back. Yes, sure, it may not be the worst idea to have a few allies backing you up, but how long will allies be allies, I wonder? So, Defunk, before you approached me on this whole Cloud9 business, and before you tried to hand me a contract, Blood Money, as much as I am honored that the both of you recognize that having a legend such as myself would be a huge boon to your ranks, I must honorably decline. My loyalty lies with Hrothgar and the people of Denmark and Sweden. Now, if you'll excuse me, there are things that need to be done and creatures that need to be slain. Because I am the myth personified. I am Beowulf.
Well, basically Beowulf telling both of them to go pound sand.
I mean, you asked one of the more successful mercs to basically give up his living and work full-time for what exactly?
Yeah, and he's been doing great on his own. Also, Kelly AF, tweeting out on social media, 6-4, we're still up. Yeah,
they track this too.
Yeah, that's not going to end anytime soon, Eric. Pete,
I wouldn't expect it to.
Yeah, Pete, when you're backstage, I assume they are at least some decorum. Maybe, I hope.
Sure.
That pretty much sums it up.
That really does. Well, ladies and gentlemen, there's some other issues that have been going on lately, actually. So before we, there's one other person we really have to hear from right now. It's going to seem a little strange, but we heard this earlier. Ladies and gentlemen, well, let's hear from Meme.
Oh.
System rebooting.
Oh, sweet Skyhound, you're so sick. I'm up.
Glad to see you're finally up. Was worried you might have fried your circuits.
Hey, Robo?
Don't you row-bro me. Malice told me what happened at the Burning Lounge, including your rant about the damn Muppet.
Of course he did. Look, I have my reasons.
Old reasons. The vaudevillains are old news. They are
the biggest piece of unfinished business I have. And if it's one thing I hate, it's unfinished business.
He wasn't even here when the clowns were a thing. I hardly see the point in going after him.
Hey, if I decided to go after someone else, aka Lady Boots, we'd have the brass complaining about my promos being rated R. So I'm giving Boots a swerve for that. And if you want to talk about rivalries with Conquest Bloodline, why not have a word with the Big Blue Machine about a certain Goliath? If I take out Carney, he can't cut in when Senjax finally cashes in on you.
That's oddly tactical of you. But the brass isn't going to give you a match just because you asked nicely.
Oh, I'm not going to the brass. I'm taking this steel chair, I'm going to that vent over there, and I'm going to have a word with Anon.
Wait, we have a vent on our workshop?
It's registered Anon. Of course there's a vent. Anon, I need a word with you. Oh, and if I'm not back by Christmas, tell Mouse I've got a fusion cannon, a couple of tins of gunmetal grey paint, and the biggest Decepticon logo I could find. Merry Christmas!
Why is there a vent in the workshop?
The hell? I just hear?
I think you just heard a robot be rebooted and then come back to life, and then they're in a workshop. There was a lot going on over there, and there's a lot to unpack, and I don't think we should really unpack any of it.
No, I agree. We should get onto that. Wait, hang on a second. Yeah, Joe. Let's like. Well, yeah, I know it's normally Pete's job, but he's here with what? He's what? Oh crap! All right, we'll get. Don't stop him, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to be having to go to ringside.
Why are we going to ringside? We have a match, right?
No, not there's all hands on deck, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh no! What did Hightower do?
It's not Hightower I'm worried about.
Oh!
It's Gorm.
That's worse, I think.
Mike?
Meme. It seems you do a lot of talking these days. But especially for you, Clown Slayer, you do very little in this ring. And from Gorm's perspective, you both talk way too much. You call out relics of the past. You call out Carnival because of your insecurities. You are not worthy to step inside this ring with Carnival, with Gorm, with the Nexus Titan Champion, or the future World Heavyweight Champion. Funny how your Robro talks about leaving the past in the past, and yet his moveset at entrance is 3 years old. All three of you are outdated models. Each and every one of you. And you, Malice, you, Sawyer, have become nothing more than the lackeys for that outdated model. Sorry, let Gorm put this in terms you will understand, you internet meme. If Zako is Soundwave, you and Malice are nothing but knockoff Rumble and Frenzy. You do as you are told. You talk, and leave it up to Zako to clean up your messes. You are pathetic. A world champion and tag champion, fallen from grace. You would do well to keep the Conquest name out of your mouth, lest I scramble your processor so badly your Robro can't put you back together.
Okay.
I never thought I would hear a Transformers slam that actually made me feel sorry for me.
Damn.
That's
Wait, did that wow.
That is brutal. We don't hear from Gorm very often, but apparently when we do, whew.
I don't think he was very happy.
No, and we've got Sawyer in the vents. I don't know. I don't know what's gonna happen next. Oh, and wait, I'm now being told. What do you mean we're going to a commercial? Apparently,
a commercial?
Oh, you're kidding me. Okay, fine. Hang on, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get through this. We'll be right back after this important message.
Have you ever felt alone? Full of anxiety? Depressed? What is a house fight? What is your mother's maiden name? Where is your mother right now? Do you ever go to a pub or lounge that doesn't serve chips? Apparently you do. Introducing Ignacio's Nachos, made of the finest ingredients from New York City. If you're looking for a nacho with a kick that's unexpected, try Ignacio's Nachos. Find them wherever fine nachos are sold. Ignacio Cervantes is not affiliated with the Spanish Inquisition. Thank you.
That was the most socially awkward commercial I've ever heard in my life.
It makes sense for the social outcast.
It really does.
It really fits the brand.
That's... Also tweeting out on social media, Constantinople, great win, guys. Also, those weird kids and their dog tried sneaking in again. Long story short, I accidentally stepped on the tiny yappy one, so I'm going to need you to pick up the industrial estate wood cleaner on the way home. What? That sounds inappropriate.
Highly.
Yeah, also, Gorwheel tweeting out, funny thing is, I can't disagree with that Sawyer get. Well, good.
Sure you can.
They're picking sides now.
But what you can absolutely disagree with Sawyer. That is well within your programming. Wait, we're talking about Gorwheel. That is well within your code of
your legal
honor.
Rights.
That yes. Wait, he's a lawyer?
Yeah.
Like actually certified on the bar?
Uh-huh.
Huh.
Yeah. I've actually retained his services.
Gordon Wheeler,
attorney at law. You know what? Eric, I find the best thing is to not dwell on it too long.
Nope. I'm ready for our next match.
I am too. Let's go to. This is going to be a fun one. By the way, you guys don't know what's coming, but here it comes.
Oh, and here we go!
Ladies and gentlemen, it is DJ Millzner, and yes, you are seeing it. That's the return of Depth Charge.
Well, looky here. The big man is back.
You know, it's funny. Usually in matches with DJ Millzner, it's weird to refer to the other guy as the big man, but here it's appropriate.
Yeah, uh-oh. Well, speaking of big man, DJ in a bit of trouble.
And, sits on him. Oof. DJ, are you okay, buddy?
Oh, just chucking him around the ring.
I mean, DJ Millzner only just returned from his world DJing tour. And now he's facing this.
Right hand to Millzner. And now body blows and an elbow. Nice clothesline from Millzner.
And a 1 count on Millzner, looking to see if he can end this fast. The interesting thing about this, when I was told that Depth Charge was cleared to wrestle, I had a couple of questions. The first was I didn't realize he was on the injured reserve. Apparently he was just taking time off. The other is his status with his faction. And apparently the legal paperwork to keep him in Nakama Worldwide wasn't renewed because apparently Bart Ender's comment was, never met the man.
Well.
Huh.
So right now, Depth Charge, back in the show, free agent.
I mean, that's good news for Depth Charge, maybe. In before Blood Money tries to recruit him.
That is the case.
I don't even want to think of a tag team of Mr. Butler and Depth Charge.
No.
That's a terrifying thought.
I mean, the fact that
look at Millzner. Turn about his fair play.
I mean, let's be honest. Depth Charge is big. He's intimidating. DJ Millzner is a veteran, won the first ever Royal Rumble in MNW history. Was one of the winners of the Wish Upon a Brawl.
Former Big Hoop champion.
Yeah, I mean, he's done it all. Well, he hasn't been a world champion yet, but he's no one you sleep on. In fact, I'd say his biggest issue would be ring rust.
And right now, hey, I'm checking my phone right now, Jerry. Twitter is blowing up.
Oh, it's going crazy.
Apparently, just the mere mention that the depth charge is a free agent has just...
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we've got Sparrow, welcome to Warzone depth charge. We've got Kelly, he's a free agent, mega. Wow. I'm expecting to hear from Blood Money any moment now, like you said, which again terrifies me. Please no.
Mr. Butler and depth charge should not be allowed to be tag team anything.
No.
They shouldn't be a trio. They shouldn't be a tag team. I don't even want one managing the other. I can't handle it.
Oh, Millzner going after the leg. Good choice after a bigger opponent, which again has to feel strange for DJ.
And look at this, trying to take his shot. DJ lining it up. Not afraid to get up there and fly. Oh, looking for the clothesline. Oh, what is the green mist?
Well, I mean, he's depth charge. Oh God, no. Another tweet out on social media. Sergeant Major Payne, hey, Depth, let's have a talk and see if we can get you into the squad and get you some glory. Oh, no. The Soldier and the Submariner.
I mean, I would prefer that to him and Butler. Also, apparently, Flashbang getting in on this. A tweet out from Victor Vicious saying, free agent,
Stay on your own show.
Seriously.
Also, just so we don't lose it on social media from Malice statement, the most insulting factor was being referred to as outdated by that Stone Age relic of a barbarian. Great suplex by Millzner.
And now heading to the top rope. It might be time to drop the base.
It could. Are we gonna?
We are!
No!
Base drop! 2! Oh!
3! You know what?
And your winner, DJ Millzner.
I was worried about DJ having ring rust. I guess I was wrong. Also,
well, I mean, it
looks
looks like Depth Charge had even more.
It is his first match back after a long time. And as we said, this was not an easy opponent we put him up against. Oh.
Yeah, I'm going to say it.
Here
He's
it comes.
brushing that ring rust off his shoulder.
Yeah, he's getting down with it. Just, you got to let the DJ dance. You know, it's too bad he wasn't around.
We could go to a commercial break.
We could.
I mean, right after this, sure. It is about the time on the show when that happens. Well, so much has been going on. It's been absolutely insane. But ladies and gentlemen, we are going to take a short commercial break. And when we come back, more C101 action. So, ladies and gentlemen, we'll be back after these messages.
Are you having trouble up there? Can't seem to keep it up in form? Does no amount of gel or jelly seem to even keep it stiff? Well, have no fear, because Absolute Hair Care is here. Absolute Hair Care is a service dedicated to ensure that you have a quality and style that makes you look not only great, but also looks good even when you get pile-driven in the ring. With a vast assortment of gels, putty sprays, shoes, shampoos, and conditioners, we'll guarantee you'll have the freshest dew in the multiverse. We cater to Yakiniku Party, Blue Dandy, Goldwheel, Raphael Samson, the founder himself, Absolute Washington, and even people like Trash Man.
Name redacted.
We even have live testimonies from the judge of MNW himself, Raphael Samson.
Lo, as the Lord is my witness, I'm amazed at how soft and how strong my mane has become, similar to the days of old, when my namesake, Samson, proved his strength with his locks to all those around him. So I too prove the power of my hair by keeping it from damage done by inadequate salon products and being brought headfirst into the floor.
Thank you, Your Honor. To get your appointment, call 1-800-ABSOLUTE today. We eagerly await your call. And remember, can't return to your roots? Get Absolute.
Sup, dudes? Do you want to look as gnarly as one of your favorite wrestlers on show who's holding one of the world titles from MNW? Well, you totally can, without even leaving your couch at Totally Tyler's Titles. For only $39.99, you too can own a complete replica of one of MNW's famous titles, like the MNW World Heavyweight Championship, the Tag Team, the Nexus Titan, the Interdimensional Championship, dude. So you can show off to your parents and show how gnarly you are, or you could secretly try and claim that you're formerly the title champion holder by holding a knockoff title. So come on down to Totally Tyler's Titles, where you can be a title holder today.
No official MNW wrestlers are allowed to hold the titles if they're a replica, unless you want to talk to Jim in the back.
Hello, I am Burnout Vaughn. I am here to spread awareness of drinking responsibly and promoting MNW's Help Them Kids program, created by HR. As someone who partakes in a bit of the bubbly myself and a history of over-drinking on numerous occasions, I believe I'm the perfect role model to not follow when it comes to drinking. Seriously, who's dumb enough to look up to my drunk ass? When drinking, know your limits. It's fun to drink sometimes. It's not fun to drink to the point where you lose your memory of the night before and somehow end up on the rooftop of one of your fellow employees' townhouses. Wait, why does it sound familiar? When drinking, take note of the alcohol content of the beverage you are partaking in. 6 beers is not the same as 6 jars of Crockbar's homemade bathtub moonshine. Well, of course it's not. That's the point. Finally, I would like to address alcoholism. If you or a loved one suffers from alcoholism and you are drinking, stop it. Get some help. We at MNW want to see all of our fans living healthy lives and living said lives to the fullest. And if you're gonna drink, at least do it at our damn pub where we can cut you off. Jeez, support small businesses, you fuck. Drinking should be a fun exercise, and by drinking responsibly, you can achieve that. This has been Burnout Vaughn, and thank you for your time.
Okay, holy shit. Is he gone? He's out the building. Okay, he did a fucking burnout in the parking lot. Holy shit, that guy's insane.
This has been a paid announcement from the HR department of MNW. May God rest your soul.
I'm sure bored with all these tablets and iPhones occupying my attention all the time. Isn't there something to catch my dwindling attention span in these modern times?
Max damage!
Holy gee willikers, it's Maximilian Thunderthighs!
That's right, children. Maximilian Thunderthighs showing you my newest creation, the Maximilian Action Doll.
Wait, don't you mean action figure?
With the Maximilian Action Doll, you can create your favorite scenes from the adventures of Maximilian Thunderthighs, like Max versus Gorwheel, or Maximilian in the Grand Battle, or Maximilian versus Wilson, son of Will.
Is that a fucking recorder, Max?
So stop on by the MNW shop today to collect your very own Maximilian Action Doll.
Warning, this product is not yet tested and may come alive and start doing musicals in the middle of the night, causing symptoms like excessive singing and sausage fingers.
And we are back. And we have so much going on. Social media has been blowing up, Eric. From Flashbang, we have the Sandman tweeting out, "Hey, DJ, Funk is spouting nonsense. Want to talk to him and figure out, A, what the fuck he's on about, and B, how do we get him to knock it off? Appreciate it." And also, we're getting a tweet from an account called Merciless Merc. Free agent this, free agent that, and yet when the dust settles to depth charge left behind, the balance will not change. This situation, like all of MNW, truly does lack justice. A shame that. That's... what?
Okay, strange.
That's kind of creepy. All right.
You got random people tweeting at you now?
Yeah, I don't recognize the account. I mean, I thought Wilson's account was getting weird.
Maybe it's the janitor.
No, he hasn't been tweeting on social media lately. As he put it, he's content.
He prefers cleaner places.
He does. He also, as he said it, he's trying to get away from the habit of doom scrolling. Which, yeah. You know what? Let's instead of focusing on these things, let's focus on our next matchup in the C101. And what a match we have, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to be honest with you. I'm excited about this match. And as we got a little bit of a preview it. So let's not waste any time. Let's go down to ringside.
The following is a C101 match. Introducing first, the Janitor.
And here we have him, ladies and gentlemen, the Janitor, former world champion in a different time, now head of our custodial services. He has actually been promoted. He is now the head of the entire department.
Oh, very nice.
And also, he's been on a roll of late, scoring a huge victory against the Storyteller at the Super Show Thanksgiving. But he, as of yet, has not scored in the C101, looking for that first victory. But we heard him earlier today. He likened this to a chess match.
I had to question that for a second because I thought you said he had been a former world champion, and then I realized it was just an analogy. I was going to say, if he won the world title within, a couple months of debuting, well, there'd be other comparisons that I'd be drawing.
And introducing their competitor, it's 0 Hour, Aiden Zero.
And his opponent, the cyberpunk prodigy, Aiden Zero. And again, a match of two people who are not on the board yet.
So somebody's going to get a point out of this, at least one, maybe two. And whoever loses this match, if one of them loses this match, going to be looking at that goose egg.
It's again, it's going to be a harder hole to get out of. But this, again, we have former Nexus Titan champion in Aiden Zero. A lot of ring experience in here. We're going to have to see who comes out on top. Is it going to be the 0 Hour, or is it going to be that glorious DDT?
$20 minutes on the clock, and here we go.
Right off the bat, the Janitor taking control. Oh, and
right hand right to the temple. And down goes Aiden.
That's one thing we've seen. The Janitor, good at the strikes. Also a master of DDTs. And then, like I said, good at the strikes. Aiden Zero
of course,
special.
DDT being originally a pesticide.
True. That's actually a great point.
That was a hell of a pull.
And then Aiden Zero, who has never met a neck breaker he didn't like.
That is an understatement.
And, going one too many time for those kicks. The Janitor had it scouted.
Can't keep going back to the same well in the C101. People are going to be scouting you. Everybody's watching these matches. And look at this. Oh, straight jacket DDT.
First DDT of the match.
Now here, I'm curious. Have these two ever been in the... I'm pretty sure the Janitor has never faced Aiden in his short career.
I don't know that they ever have faced each other. Yeah, that's an interesting question.
Well, I mean, he's only been around for a couple months, so that makes sense. And now set up over the top rope.
Well, he's only been wrestling here for a few months.
That's true. He has been backstage cleaning up stuff for a while.
Right.
Right. Yeah, we'll have that conversation later. Meanwhile,
About
you know what? Don't worry too much about it. Right now, we've got a lot of people while this match is going on. Social media is still exploding, Eric. You've got Jack Andrews. Drinks are on me at the Omega Pub for my C101 victory. Also, hey, Mega Blitz X has a magic belt. Where's my beer? Okay, that's...
DDT there to Probunaga. And we're already up to a count of 6. This might be over quick. And now the Janitor sent back in.
And the Janitor goes, no, headbutt ya. And
to the corner. Oh, clothesline. Bulldog.
All the greatest hits. And that...
As someone who has spent way too much time in Georgia, I'm not a fan of Bulldogs.
Don't let Grant Martin hear that.
Always exceptions to the rule.
Aiden just knowing the best bet he's got against the technically sound Janitor is just to pull a page out of Gingerboi's book and bring the brutality. Of course, everyone looking forward to when Gingerboi and Aiden face each other.
And what will the standings look like when that happens?
Oh, it's considering Gingerboi is already up 4 points. Aiden needs
Close
this
line to Janitor, and there's the cover.
And kick out. Aiden needs this win badly, but the Janitor needs to keep into the race, so both of them cannot afford a loss right now.
Yeah, that's kind of the thing, is they both need this win. And while I'm sure they would take a tie so they could both get on the board, neither one wants to give up one of those points to the other.
Nope. Oh, boots to the face of the Cyberpunk prodigy. Oh, wrenching the arm. And a DDT. Again with the DDTs. Now just wrenching on his head. Aiden Zero, a man who until recently didn't know what trees or sharks were.
I mean, really?
You're the one that had to explain trees to him.
Yeah, we later found out that, no idea. We apparently a number of the MNW Multiverse have introduced him to various shark movies, so he's now a little more familiar, but he's still...
Yeah, he met Carcharodon and was confused.
Yep.
And during that, Janitor now busted open, compliments of Aiden Zero.
Just stomping on his hand, just bringing the pain. And Janitor leaving Aiden writhing on the ground. Oh, wait. Oh, that was a measured punch.
Going for the pin.
One. Just a 1 count. Again, Aiden Zero. He's held gold. He's been a veteran. He has suffered at the hands of the Inquisition. Now he's hoping to win the C101 and get his chance at the big... Oh!
Oh, return to sender. Now Aiden bleeding. That seemed to wake him up.
Nothing like bleeding your own blood to get your attention. Oh, and now again, we've talked about the striking ability of the Janitor. Old sparring partner of Sir Uncle Dunk.
Right hand to Janitor.
Kick to the
beating the
midsection.
crap out of him on the outside. And now returning to sender. Aiden is now catching the brunt of it. Head off the concrete.
But we're up to a 6 count. They need to think about getting back into the ring. And they're in.
Now Aiden trying to roll the Janitor over.
Giving him a taste of his own punching game. 2. Oh, 2
And
count.
the janitor's face absolutely covered now.
That Crimson Mask, we saw it earlier with Jack Abbott. Eventually, the blood loss gets to you. And Aiden smelling blood in the water like a shark. Going for the kill.
He likes that discus punch.
You'd actually get that
Almost
reference
as much as
now.
he likes neck breakers.
I wouldn't know if I go that far.
Let's not jump to conclusions here.
And now looking for this.
Going to breath rope.
Oh, speaking of working the neck.
Dragon Sleeper, a Hangman Dragon Sleeper.
Yeah, divided by
Divide
zero.
by zero, which you cannot do. And now again into it. Trying to divide by zero again.
Just, and oh.
There's the aforementioned neck breaker.
Momentum definitely shifting in the favor of zero.
Or is it?
Well, the janitor can only let that go on for so long.
And he has been enjoying that package DDT, the straitjacket variety. Coming up on 12 minutes to go in this contest.
Oh!
Right to the gut.
Right on the fingers.
Just like janitorial service, sometimes getting the job done isn't pretty. Oh, and oh, that's just disrespectful. Bulldog then just that the
double arm pin, and I don't think Aiden appreciated that.
Nope, that's saying I got you. And Aiden's going, nope, I'm not giving up yet. But Aiden is also eating a lot of mat right now.
He sure. Oh, he better mind his mouth.
Trash talk applied.
Clean it out.
Reversal by Aiden. Oh.
And the janitor smartly rolling to the outside.
Yeah, it looks like Aiden had a plan and the janitor knew that. Both men just bleeding profusely now. Looks like the janitor's taking a bit of the worst of it.
And it's going to become a factor the longer this match goes on. We're coming up on the halfway point now. And now they square off again. Janitor to the corner. Catching a clothesline.
What's Aiden planning here? Oh.
Oh, almost like a leg DDT.
Almost like he's mocking the janitor now.
More like just showing him the progression of the move. Like, you know, it's like, oh, that's cute. It's a DDT. Here's a better one.
I don't know if that's a wise idea. Now to the corner we go again.
I feel the janitor is just working to summon up the strength he needs to beat Aiden.
He's trying to clean house. Although I'm curious, you would know better than I, Jerry. What's on the docket the rest of the night? Oh, another DDT, the tornado variety.
We still have one more tag match. We're trying to work out our tag team situation for who will eventually face off against Shoot Nation. One of the leading teams in that search is Blood Money. So we're going to see them in action against Nakama Worldwide.
Oh, interesting.
And then, of course, remaining tonight in the C101, we still have Dagrik versus the Madness. We have Madjack versus Zako Due in our main event.
That is going to be
right
one
now. The
hell of a
janitor
main
trying
event.
to divide by zero.
Did not go so well.
Not as well as he had hoped. Nope.
I mean, you can't divide by zero. That's kind of the problem. Count of two. And a
kick out at.
Now, oh, what's Aiden? Could we? Is he setting up
Check your
for it?
watch, Jerry. Check your watch.
Yep, it's 0 hour. That 1, 2. I kick out.
Oh,
he kicked out.
I was about to call it.
But did you see the way he kicked out? There's not a lot of gas left in these tanks.
He is wearing out.
Oh, he's not going to have too many more of those.
I mean, that blood loss has to be getting to him now.
Well, we're under the halfway point. We're at the 8-minute mark on this pinfall and a kick out by Aiden.
I mean,
we're going deep into these matches, and now both men trying to open up the wounds. Yep. Blood loss, fatigue, all of it becoming a factor as that clock ticks down.
I mean, 1 point would put each man on the board, but they won't want the victory.
And don't forget, these guys got to come back next week and do it all again.
Yeah, it's true. This is a round-robin tournament. Everyone faces everyone. Same is going to be true next Friday on Flashbang in round 2 of Block B.
It's true, and we'll talk about Block B towards the end of the show, but right now, these two are putting on a clinic. Let's go, the scoop slam into the reverse DDT!
I mean, if the Janitor's
trying to open him up.
Janitor's going to win. This is how he's going to do it.
7 minutes remaining. To the corner, drop kick.
That's the psychology of the C101 versus a regular match. There's a clock involved.
There sure is.
And it is ticking down.
I think Janitor trying to wipe
Aiden back towards the center.
Yep. While the Janitor was trying to wipe some of that blood out of his eyes.
And now slowing the match down a little bit. And you got to wonder, is this for him or is this to take Aiden off his game?
Maybe he's doing double duty. Oh, well, either way.
Oh, what a jawbreaker.
Jawbreaker.
Just getting out of that and, ringing his belt at the same time, but the Janitor not giving up. The Janitor knows he's got to kick it into this gear.
Pin. 1, 2.
Kick out again. This is when that second wind starts kicking in. The adrenaline starts going because you know it's do or die.
There's that headlock driver again.
Well, and you start not getting just adrenaline, you're getting instinct. These guys are not going to be thinking about the next moves that they're making. They're going to be going off of instinct.
Like that for Aiden. He loves those jawbreakers.
And that clothesline now again immediately into the pin, trying to keep down the Janitor, and he kicks out.
Janitor finds the strength to kick out again. How many more of those does he have in the tank?
Well, he's going to need a couple more because we're at the 5-minute mark. Look at the referee saying that might be enough. Knee to the face. 5 minutes remaining.
Second match of the night to get down to this level.
I said it earlier, we might see our first tie. Abbot and Gingerboi were not the first one. This might be it, though. Oh,
Aiden. Again!
Another inverted atomic drop.
Right in the Cape Canaverals, as your Friday night broadcast partner would say.
That is indeed true, with the Nico knee below the belt.
Janitor trying to get his guard up.
I mean, that's about all you can do at this point. Aiden has beat the Janitor down.
Oh, and now driving his head into the mat.
Janitor once again pulling up the strength to push him off.
We're at 4 minutes.
Trash talk
at the 4-minute mark. This is how he's won matches before. Into the cover.
1, 2, 3. The Janitor did it.
And your winner, the Janitor.
Look at that face. The crimson mask bleeding from his mouth profusely.
But he's made it. The Janitor is on the board. His chess game is not over yet.
and with a strong 2 points.
And that puts him right in the middle of the pack.
It does. It means that he has a shot at going forward, perhaps taking the tournament and going for another shot at championship glory.
Big win.
Wow. Again, we're getting great matches in the C101. This is what happens when you put champions and the top tier against each other in a tournament like this. But in the meantime, Eric's social media was going nuts during that match. We had from R. Sawyer tweeting, popping out of the vents, "Hey, Eric, Anon needs you to sign this. By the way, I won the heavyweight championship a couple of months after I debuted, so points for remembering." And then I guess he went back into the vents.
I mean, that's fair. And hey, as a broadcaster, it is my job to know my history. I certainly remember. It's everybody else that I worry that's forgotten.
I see. And also tweeting out Sasquatch Wing. This one, not surprised. Somehow this one remind me of one I fought in 20-minute Iron Man match in Battlegrounds. We'll discuss that later, Squatch. I'll make sure everything is explained and clear. That is not, though, the only people we need to hear from right now. We are about to go into some huge matches. But before we do that, Eric, we have a man we have to hear from.
And who might that be? It's not Gorm again, is it?
It's not Gorm. Although it's a person who can look Gorm in the eye.
Oh?
Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear from the one, the only, your Nexus. Your Big Oof champion, Raphael Samson. Well met, fellows of the Multiverse. It is I, your Big Oof champion. And I come to you with tidings in this most festive of seasons. It is good to see you all here. It is good to see you well. But first, my old friend, Defunk. It saddens me to see how far thou hast fallen. We had a match. It was a good match. Yes, I was victorious. And how did you deal with your loss? You attacked me with my own belt. I hope you find your way. But this is not what I remember. But I'm going to let that sadness go, for we have more important matters now at hand. And that is, I have defended my belt. And it was good. But if I am to be a champion true to my name, I must defend it again. And since I am the only one not in this tournament, it is to me to present a championship match. And I have put long and hard thought and prayer, and I realize for the Big Oof Championship, it should be open to one and all. So I declare now that I am holding an open challenge for the Big Oof Championship. Who wishes to test themselves against the judge of the multiverse? Who is ready to come on my crucible? I await.
An open challenge for the Big Oof title. Somebody can make themselves famous.
That they can, Eric. That is a huge opening. We saw it before when he was praying for an opponent, and his prayers were answered by defunct. Well, that'll be interesting because I already imagine several people are going to be. I mean, it's already happening, Eric. I already see it. Social media is already blowing up. Well, first off, this is weird. We have another tweet from that account I don't recognize. After a showing like that, I suppose it was too much to expect High Voltage to prosper under the leadership of Zero's naive predecessor. Aiden should learn from his predecessor's mistakes and stop holding back. It would save him more than his fair share of injustices. This guy's getting weird. But also tweeting out social media, Eric, it's Buck Bumble.
Hey, the Latino B!
Sign me up. I've been waiting to wrestle you for ages.
Well, that was quick.
Buck. Oh boy, Buck wants to go after the big man. Okay. You know what?
I'll pay to see that match.
I would too. I think that'd be a great. All right, I'm calling it now. I am calling it now. We're gonna figure out when we can get that on the schedule. But ladies and gentlemen, we are gonna see Raphael Samson versus the Latino B, Buck Bumble, for the Big Oof. And we have Sasquatch Wing tweeting out on social media saying, oh boy, this one might have to get involved.
I mean, you got to back your buddy up.
I mean, we'll see what this could be. I'm looking forward to this now. I'm actually kind of happy. Buck Bumble versus Raphael Samson. Let's do the social media is blowing up in response to that. It's the match everyone wants to see, Eric.
I mean, I want to be here.
That's going to be great. Well, in the meantime, as we get ready for our next match, we have some people we have to hear from before we can get into this thing. Mm-hmm. So, and Eric, I know you have concerns, so I'm just asking you to brace yourself.
Okay.
Are you ready?
I am.
Are you good? Good. Then let's hear from Mr. Butler.
Oh, okay.
All right. Well, better get some practice in if I'm going to be piloting MS-03. Shame we lost that kid. He was a real actor, too. All right. Let's see. 1,000 yards. And wind south-southwest. 3/4 value. Hold left. And... oh, what in the name of Operation Meteor is that goddamn music?
Woo! Yes, stuck the landing. Hello, Sergeant Major.
Butler, what? How did you even get here?
I'm here on business. You consider yourself a soldier of fortune, right?
Yeah.
Well, my boss is someone who knows a lot about fortune. We heard defunct recruiting last week, and when your name came up, we remembered that you've managed to make a bit of your name for yourself so far, particularly your matches with Beowulf.
Yeah, yeah?
Which is why the boss has instructed me to offer you this.
What's this?
Inside that envelope is a contract. If you sign it, you'll officially become part of Blood Money. Quite frankly, it's gotta be a lot better than joining up with whatever insane concept the Funks come up with after being high on Cloud 9 for so long.
And why would I join you and Unkley? I mean, it's Unkley, for crying out loud. Unkley!
Because outside of retiring old Ed Boy years ago, he's become about as relevant as Sailor Moon is to Berserk. Blood Money, on the other hand, is going places. You don't have to make a decision today. Just something to keep in mind.
So that was interesting. But you know what? Let's we have one more person we have to hear from.
Oh?
Yeah, it's actually the man himself, ladies and gentlemen, Sir Unkley Dunk. Whoop. Sorry, that was Audio Truck was playing the wrong promo. Let's try that again. Sir Uncle Dunk.
Finally, my new business venture is ready to begin. You know, I forgot that Chaintail had their own eating establishment as well, but that won't matter when the masses see what the Uncle Drunk has to offer. Now the time has come to open the doors and allow all of my new cooking minions to do their work. Where is everybody? What, was having to pay $5 an hour to work here too much for them? Insolent, cheap bottom feeders? Well, fine, I'll just do the kitchen work myself then. I could start out with a salad for an appetizer. Honestly, how hard could it possibly be?
5 minutes later.
Hey boss, I'm here for holy! Were you trying to make a salad? How the hell did it get this bad?
I don't know!
So let that be a lesson. Don't let Uncle Dunk cook.
I mean, I already knew that. I don't trust anybody in the top hat to cook.
Yeah, fair enough. Well, but yeah, we are going down to ringside for Blood Money versus Nakama Worldwide. And we're off and running. So Blood Money has been definitely on a bit of a roll lately. And we see them there, Sir Uncle Dunk and Mr. Butler with their newest team member, Nakano Kirishima.
Who they stole from Cloud9, apparently.
They did. And then you've got Bart Ender and Power Surge. Power Surge, it's been a long time since we've seen them tag together. Bart, of course, former tag team champion as part of Lucha on the Rocks. Power Surge, looking to make a name for himself. He wants to get out of the shadow of his mentors. That being,
I mean, I can't say that I blame him. Oh, and look at the tag team wrestling expertise of Uncle.
I mean, Uncle has been tagging for his entire career, knows what to do.
Well, most of his career. He is a former Nexus Titan champion.
He is. That is true. Although they kept doing tag matches during that time as well.
Yeah, you know what? Once a tag competitor, I guess always a tag competitor. Uncle likes to let other people do the work. I get it.
Yeah, I mean, that's basically it. I'm actually surprised he wasn't getting Nakano Kirishima, but apparently, as he said, I want to slap the taste out of that bartender's mouth.
Huh.
I think it has something to do with the fact that he's trying to open his own bar, and Bart is the bartender.
Let's be honest, who isn't?
Well, yeah, seriously, that's like the new thing. First, it was everybody wants to attack the press backstage, and now everybody wants to open up a bar.
But apparently, Uncle's is on fire, which I would think that would be the Burning Lounge's shtick, but whatever.
Yeah, I was going to say copyright infringement much. Oh, God! Power Surge just got blitzed in the corner. Look at the size difference here.
I mean, yeah, Butler is a hoss. And disturbing.
Weeby, apparently.
And now, thanks to you, Eric, I am going to have the image of him potentially tagging with Depth Charge in my brain.
Yeah, which wouldn't that have been something if Depth Charge was out here against the NWO?
Oh, I mean, again, former member, but apparently that relationship didn't get renewed.
Well, I mean,
it truly would be ironic.
Trashman Jones was really the one that brought in Power Surge and Depth Charge. It was always Bart Ender that was the one that was kind of brought in against his will. So now that he's kind of assumed the reins, he saw no reason to keep Depth Charge around.
That's a good point.
We'll see if that pays off or if that proves to be a mistake, I guess.
Great move by Power Surge.
Yeah, a twisting hip toss there. And now trying to use his quickness to take the big man off his feet, and does.
I mean, that's going to be his main advantage in this matchup. As opposed to that, getting punched in the face. So, Eric, who do you like in this matchup?
You know, it's hard for me to go against Blood Money. It seems like the NWO has some stuff they got to work out, but then again, Power Surge is the ultimate underdog. I still think back to Faction Warfare, where he lasted a lot longer in that Royal Rumble than I thought was even possible.
That is an excellent point. He is, and I think this is his whole point, is he doesn't
Look out here. Oh, there it is. The frog splash.
Well
and a
done,
kick out.
Power surge.
Broken up.
I think one of his big complaints is he either is finding himself in these tag matches or showcases. And
Wait, look out, there's a chair! Oh, there's a chair! Nakano tried to help, but the chair got in the way! And now Unkley's saying, tag me! Oh, and he dove out of the way!
Oh!
And then Unkley takes advantage. What a sequence!
Oh, you see the distance that Power Surge traveled with that.
He sure did, but Mr. Butler able to dive out of the way and tag. Oh, look at Unkley just mocking Power Surge. Oh, please, sir, don't hit me. And now the ref decides to get rid of the chair.
Well, I think Unkley might have been trying to deny any responsibility for where that chair came from. I don't think we saw who actually got that chair in there.
That was absolutely Nakano. There's no other person that could have done it.
And now Power Surge going after Unkley on the outside.
Yep.
And he's, yep. Against the ring. Oh, he busted Unkley open. I don't know. Unkley hates that.
Unkley not a fan of seeing his own blood.
Nope. Great set of cruiserweight moves by Power Surge on the outside. Can he capitalize? Going up top. Lightning strike!
Oh! And it struck right into the heart of Unkley. Butler is exhausted. He doesn't see the pin.
Oh,
look at it. Oh, good grief.
Kick out in the last possible moment by Unkley Dunk. Now in comes the veteran, the former Big Oof champion, Bart Ender. Calling for... Oh, no. Wait a minute. What are we going to see here? Whatever it is, denied by Sir Unkley Dunk. He's putting on that money clip.
Yeah, the money clip, but look at Bart Ender, the veteran, a submission specialist himself, able to slip out of it.
This is a fascinating matchup when you think about it, Eric. I'm trying to think any other time that Unkley and Bart might have faced each other. Well, there have been tournaments, there have been matches. I don't think they've ever faced one-on-one, and maybe that's a good thing. Uh-oh.
Oh, he's
lining it up. The Midas punch.
And now going for the pin.
1, 2.
And Power Surge all over it. But so is Butler. Butler and Unkley want a piece of Power Surge. The ref kicking Butler out of the ring. And even Unkley saying, get out of my ring. I'm too pretty to have to deal with two people, apparently.
Well, did he say pretty or too rich?
Yes.
Oh, brutally chopping at that mask.
When you're as rich as he is, it's interchangeable.
That's a good point. Now he's just saying something to Bart. I don't know what it is, but it's probably disrespectful.
I think he's daring him to tag Power Surge. And then doesn't let him get over there. Just a slap to the face. Come on.
Just disrespecting.
And now using the rope to guillotine him. And now able to make the tag.
And now here comes Power Surge. Oh!
There's a drop kick. Look at the springboard double pump kick.
But Unkley right back up and now bringing it to the junior member of Nakama Worldwide.
And to the
second
outside.
Huge move from Power Surge that just could not connect.
And now Unkley out on the outside with a completely gassed Bart Ender. Throwing him in. Oh, Scout. I was going to say denied by Hunkley, but Power Surge wasn't giving up.
2.
Oh!
3.
The underdog! What were we just saying moments ago?
And your winners, Nakama Worldwide.
The fake out super kick got him. He thought he blocked it, and then he kicked him right back in the face.
That was some good scouting by Power Surge. He's drinking in the glory. Bart just looks still so gassed after that match. And you know Blood Money is not going to be happy. They had been looking to make the argument that they were absolutely the top contenders for the belt. I should say, the belts. Wow. Well, we're getting there. We have 2 matches left, folks. 2 matches in the C101. But before we get there, there's some other business we're going to have to take care of.
What's that?
Well, there's been a lot of questions going on about what's going on with Maximilian Thunderthighs.
I couldn't answer that.
I mean, I know he's been, you've been getting a lot of odd tweets from him on Flashbang.
Yeah, sponsored by VIP, which is weird.
So we're looking into this. Zako Due got a hold of some information from Max at their match back at the when we were leading up to the Super Show.
Wait, Zako Duo's in the heavyweight champion Zako Duo?
Yeah, he had a warm-up match to the Super Show against Mr. Thunderthighs, and he got some information off him. Apparently, Max had been claiming to have some explanatory information.
So Zako's being helpful.
Yeah, which even he said felt weird.
Yeah, no, what's the ulterior motive?
Well, we're going to find out. Zako, of course, being the champion, didn't have time to look into it. So he has handed that information over to someone else, and we're going to hear from that someone else right now. And it shouldn't surprise anyone who we're going to be hearing from right now.
Yep, that fits.
The PI of MNW.
Private Eye. He's watching you.
All right, hey, everyone. In case you don't know, my name is Pupusa Monkey. I am a private investigator and a wrestler here in Warzone. And we've got a mystery that I have been hired to do. I've been trying to get away from investigation, but I guess I just can't get that monkey off my back. You see what I did there? No, I'm not funny. Never mind. Okay. So Zako Due got some information off of Maximilian Thunderthighs involving what may be the motivation for his joining with VIP and his current change in behavior. Now, I'm not going to bore you all with the nitty-gritty details, but let's just say it is some potential evidence of financial transactions and evidence of payments from VIP to Max for the hospital. And that would seem to be pretty conclusive information, except I'm a old-school PI, and I know when something seems hinky, and this is about as hinky as it gets. There's something else going on here. I can just tell it something in those transactions didn't look quite right. So I have to get into this. But it's going to be a lot more than a single private investigator can handle on his own. But that's okay. I've got some help. Somebody who's looking into matters with the hospital. Yeah, that's right. I'm taking on a partner. At least for this, we're going to give it a tryout. We're going to see how it goes. And that partner is looking into things for me about the hospital and what's going on. So I'll tell you what, folks, we're going to get to the bottom of this. And when we do, I'm going to figure out what is happening, Max. I'll tell you, I'm going to be honest with you, buddy. I can tell you're in trouble. I can tell. I know the look of a man who's sinking. So I'm going to help you, whether you want me to or not. So is my partner. And when we're done, no, don't worry, Betty. We're going to set this all right. Well, my name ain't Pupusa Monkey P.I. Did I hear him say he's taking on a partner?
You heard that correct.
Okay. Ooh, I mean, I know he used to team in tag with Lieutenant Alex Phoenix, but that was like an age ago. So I'm gonna have to get into that. And you know,
for PI, it's probably not the best that he give us more mystery.
And does that mean that he's in competition with Jiff? Is that a thing?
Excuse me, maybe, or well, we don't know who the partner is. Maybe he's teaming with Jiff. I don't know. Anyway, so we're getting some tweets out on social media. So right before that, Maximilian Thunder Thighs, who did you give it to, Zako? Well, Max, we know the answer. And then tweeting out after that, this message is approved by VIP. You will be hearing from us. So we're going to have to get into that whole children's hospital. I mean, that's interesting. We've, a lot of people were donating to it, charitable donations. But
that makes sense.
But people are kind of drying up. And there's now a focus. It seems some of our wrestlers are now focusing on other charities. Like we found out recently that Mr. Enigma, for example, has, through his LLC that collects his paychecks, is having all his paychecks for the month of December deferred to a homeless advocacy charity. So Mr. Enigma still a mystery, but
apparently a charitable mystery.
Yeah, I mean, that does seem to be the case. Still like to know who's under that mask.
What is it with Warzone and masked people?
We have a strong lucha tradition, and then we have a lot of guys.
Is that what it is?
Well, I was asking a couple of the guys, and at least one person said it's terribly comfortable, and I informed them that quoting Princess Bride will get them nowhere with me.
You mean everywhere?
Or that too. Oh, and Jack Andrews tweeting out, it's a drunken tweet. Hey, you all know these Omega dudes had mechs? It's fucking huge. Okay. Somebody check on Jack. I'm worried about him. He needs to be sobered up by next week for the second round of Block B. Okay, that's really important. In the meantime, let's not focus on that. Let's focus on our next match in Block A. Let's go to ringside.
The following is a C101 match. Introducing first, Flashbang World Team Champion, The Madness.
Last week, The Madness came out victorious in round one in what is many have called the biggest upset of that round, beating Lady Boots. Eric, how do you feel that Flashbang's performers over in Block A both did great last week?
I can't be upset with the fact that both Madness and Madjack won, and now they get to be 1-2. Double main event. Flashbang represent.
That's a good point. Of course, Devin and Samjax did equally well last week, so the little apparently side bet that seems to be going on, or side hustle, I don't know.
And introducing their competitor, they are the Warp Gate Hardcore Champion, the Dagrik.
And Eric, this man right here was your pick to take Block A.
Yeah, I mean, it's hard for me to pick against Dagrik simply because of his resiliency, and I'm looking strictly from the numbers. If we're talking analytics and we're talking odds and we're looking into the nitty-gritty of just the math of it all, Dagrik is the kind of guy that can go 20 minutes on any given night. And we have a 20-minute time limit, which guarantees you at least 1 point. And if you run the table with just ties, that will get you 9 points, a respectable score. Last week, he got 2. If he ties from here on out, that's 10.
Yeah, he's a tough competitor. I mean, Warpgate Hardcore Champion proves that.
Dagrik does not, in my opinion, Dagrik doesn't have to pin another competitor to win this tournament. Somebody has to beat him.
This is going to be an interesting matchup for a lot of reasons. Not the least of which, here we go, Madness going out aggressive.
That might have hurt Madness more than it hurt Dagrik. It did piss him off, though.
Well, here's the thing. So, Madness, great cruiserweight.
Incredible cruiserweight.
The Dagrik, a very solid dwarf, but because of his center of gravity, not only is he tough, he can actually bring the cruiser game himself when he chooses to.
He can fly a little bit, and he's also incredibly powerful. As you're seeing right now as he wrenches back that camel clutch. This is going to be an interesting matchup. I mean, Madness, not only is he outpowered, he doesn't exactly have his quickness advantage that he would normally have against a larger competitor. Dagrik is just so well-rounded.
I mean, that's
but again,
great.
It all gets back to that toughness for me.
Oh, right. I mean, last week, he faced a tough opponents in Lady Boots and definitely emphasized his speed advantage. But now, well, now we've got this wrenching on the leg of the dagger.
Well, I don't know anybody that picked Madness to beat Lady Boots last week, and he's in a similar boat this week. I think most people assume Dagrik has the advantage in this particular matchup. But I'll tell you what, Dagrik, a hardcore competitor, as we see Madness going into the cover. He's the Warpgate Hardcore Champion. Madness loves to brawl. He likes to fight.
Well,
and I think he might even enjoy the pain.
Well, we've seen a lot of that on Flashbang in his teaming in the Mad World with Kuso Kale.
The key for Madness is he's very unorthodox, as you see him right here, just crawling up like a snake to Dagrik. And now headbutt you over and over and over again. That's what Madness needs to do, is be unpredictable.
And, all right, jawbreaker from the dagger.
Oh! He leaped up, caught him on the chest, and stomped him to the ground. That is absurd athleticism from the dwarf.
I mean, like we said, he can fly when he chooses.
Dwarven royalty right there.
Eric, apparently everyone who's not booked now is gathering at Omega Pub. We're hearing
that makes sense. Ooh.
Kelly is tweeting out on social media, "God damn it, Jack, get the F out of the hangar."
They have a hangar?
It's a mega club. And then Sergeant Major Payne is tweeting out, "Hey, Dagrik, hurry up and get back to the pub. Your beer's getting warm." Just buy him a new beer.
I don't think you should be looking past Madness and worrying about your beer.
Yeah. Dagrik's got his
I'm
own
just glad
focus.
it's not involving the Toxic Wastelanders, because then buildings would be damaged.
Let's not poke that bear.
Now look at the power, Dagrik.
Oh,
man is up on his shoulders.
This is, one of those matches you never thought you'd see because of the cross promotion. Although we're having a lot more, let's face it, Eric, we're having a lot more people looking at the other side of the fence lately.
I mean, you're not wrong.
I mean, we have people talking about going after the gold on other shows. We have people saying about matchups they'd like to face. We have cross-brand feuds going on.
Well, and that's something that Faction Warfare started. The C101 is continuing to propagate, and now you're seeing a lot of competitors start to throw barbs across shows. You got to be careful with that kind of stuff. As we see the Madness going for a pinfall, and again, just a 1 count on Dagrik as we move along in this matchup.
I mean, this is a hard one to call. Yeah, everything would seem to favor Dagrik, but like you said, the Madness, he has.
Well, this could be it right here. Oh, look at the moonsault! Just a single rotation.
Also, Pete, tweeting out on social media is Gore Wheel. I can get behind that idea, Pete. I warned you.
Uh-oh.
I warned you. Meanwhile, wrenching on the arms. Oh, but the dagger has that dwarven power.
Speaking of that power, that vertical suplex. Oh, but look at Madness. Slippery. Elbow, Inzaguri.
Oh, looks like he's measuring him. Oh!
What a drop kick.
We are now 5 minutes into this match. We talked about this one maybe going the distance, but the Madness is looking to make it a fast one. Oh, kick to the gut by
attempting to, but oh! We saw it last week. It takes a lot to keep Dagrik down.
Here's the thing. Dagrik, so much shorter than the Madness, but still jumps up and stomps him in the face. Oh, missed that one.
And now shotting off the ropes.
Oh, hell of a stunner. Now he's measuring him up. And again, the dwarf says no.
And now body blows.
Bringing him back up. Oh. These two are, again, this is a surprisingly cruiser-style matchup that we don't know.
It is. Look at the leapfrog and the cross body.
Some point, Eric, we're going to have to talk to Lawson about the potential of a cruiser tournament.
I mean, I would be down for it. I can think of so many people that I would throw into that. And now Madness looking to end it. Chaos moonsault. This could be another upset. Madness got him. Count of 2 for 4 points. So,
you know, this is, think about this, Eric. Both these men have 2 points. Whoever wins gets 4.
Unless they tie, in which case then you're getting 3. Oh, he went to the well one too many times. Dagrik with the knees.
I mean, either way, whoever wins this one is going to be in a pretty good position going forward. Oh, around the world DDT.
I can't think, though, that either of them would be happy with a tie, as neither one of them wants to be tied with each other and tied in points.
One.
No, but there's the pinfall. He got Madness. Oh, man.
That was a breath away. Where are we? What's happening? Oh, there's a lot of bad things you could be in position. Oh no. Madness.
Might be looking for that tombstone.
Madness, I think you want to be careful here.
Well, this could be it. Dagrik does not want it to be a tie, clearly.
Dwarven drive. That's it. I'm sorry. Thank you, Madness. You did great in the first round. 1, 2, 3. Yep, there we go.
Patronage. Good grief.
And your winner, the Dagger, Dagrik.
Oh, man. Well, there you have it. The Dagger, your favorite, going into round 3 with 4 points, Eric. If everything from here on out is a tie.
Make that 11 points.
Yeah.
That's rough.
Yeah. Dagrik is right now an odds-on favorite in this tournament.
I mean, Gingerboi and Dagrik are the two that I like to come out of Block B, and they've both got 4 points. Somebody has got to upset one of them. Otherwise, we might see a runaway real quick.
It could be. I mean, we'll have to see what happens. Meanwhile, tweeting out on social media, we're getting an update on the condition of Vinsmoke Sanji from Vinsmoke Sanji. Update on my current condition. Doc has removed my protective mask. Never felt more pain in my entire life. Through the flames of pain, I shall be cleansed. Miss you all and can't wait to get back to wrestling. Got to go. Time for more therapy. I mean, you got to appreciate he's taking his health seriously.
Oh yeah.
I mean, that's good. I'm glad he's getting the help he needs and he's under good care. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we have one last match. Well, okay.
Oh, goody.
But
main event time.
Before we get there, Madness got backstage and tweeted out, congrats on that, Dagrik. That match was what I was hoping Warzone would give me. Let's do it again sometime, yeah? Okay. Well, that's the Madness for you. Meantime, our last match, our main event, and we're going to be hearing from our competitors. First off, ladies and gentlemen, your Multiverse Heavyweight Champion, it's Zako Due.
Last week, Jack Abbott tried to pull a fast one on me and lured me in with his words of sportsmanship and promises of an underdog fight. Yet when we walked into that ring, all I got was yet another disrespectful lying snake in the grass. At least I'm honest about what I stand for and what I bring to the ring. But now, hopefully you've learned to never try and swindle me again. The last I'll say on that match is this. I lost my cool, but I promise you, that is the last time you will ever see the boss KO in MNW again. The man who used that move was right about some things, but I refuse to let his ghost haunt this ring. And speaking of ghosts of the Inquisition, their first little trooper faces me once again. Only this time, your wingmen don't get to jump across the state line to help or cost me again. You beat me in that Battle Royal match several months ago. I admit that failure. I got impatient and lost my focus, and those mistakes sent me over the top rope. But now, I've become a heavyweight champion. I've gotten my focus, and you're in my house now, Pumpkin King. And just like the last Jack I put to sleep, you try any funny tricks, I'll just pull some of my own I've been hiding in response. You don't respect anyone, and that will cost you. Because I'm about to kick some respect right into your head when the ace takes another win in his first C101.
And there you have it. Well, we have one more thing and then we get into it. Let's hear from his opponent, ladies and gentlemen, Madjack.
Titles of Warzone, I can't. Greetings, Warzone! Did you miss me? I know I missed you. Why wouldn't I? Every time we meet, we create such great memories together. For instance, remember that time Doom beat down Malice and cost Meme their titles? Ha! Classic! Or how about that time I beat Zako and technically 15 other members of the roster to win Faction Warfare? Or how after that I ripped your trio's titles from VIP clean as a whistle? Speaking of taking titles off Warzone, I can't help but notice that the winner of the C101 gets to challenge for the top belt of either show. Isn't it hilarious that by the end of this whole thing, I, Madjack, who once struggled to get any kind of recognition on this show, will be responsible for it losing not one, but two different titles. And just Look at who my next opponent is. The champ himself, Bosco Duo. The same guy I get the better of every time we meet. While our bout tonight won't be for your belt, you can consider it a preview of things to come. Mark my words. I will win the C101, and when I do, Zako and Warzone's time with the world title ends.
Oh boy.
I don't like him. I don't like him. I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it. I came to Warzone not to have to deal with this stuff. Why is he here?
We had to do some trade. You know what? I got a great idea, Eric. Let's not.
I should have stayed on Flashbang.
Let's go to ringside.
Okay.
The following is a C101 match and is your main event. Introducing first, 1/3 of the Bar Brawl Trio Championship, Madjack.
This is
there he is, folks.
This is how intimidating he is. Even the ring announcer puts some extra respect on his name.
Yeah, well, there's only one commandment on Friday nights and in the MNW Multiverse in general. Thou shalt not mess with Doom.
That is a good rule. Tweeting out on social media, Sasquatch Wing, Olads will win race. Okay. And, yeah, there he is. Madjack coming in a decisive victory in his first round.
And introducing their opponent.
And the only member of Doom to actually pick up a win in round 1.
True. But here comes the ace.
Here comes the heavyweight champ.
He is the heavyweight champion, Zako Due.
Strutting down to ringside. The cursed future.
Wait, he's gonna do it! Wait, do you hear the crowd right now?
I do.
I think they might actually like him. Home court advantage for Zako Duo.
It
Never thought I'd see the
mind the long strange trip this bot's been on.
Wait for it, Jerry.
That's chilling almost. Like you said, home court advantage to Zako Duo. But this one's going to be brutal because these two have so much history.
That was something.
I mean, who do you? I mean, how do you call this one without disobeying Rule 1?
You call this Zako's Bizarre Adventure.
There you go.
Oh, what a bicycle kick! So, ladies and gentlemen, let's set the stage. It's champion versus champion. Meme was the original Trios champion when Madjack decided to get involved, cost Meme their championship against VIP, and wouldn't you know it, then won Faction Warfare by eliminating Zako to then go on to defeat VIP clean as a whistle.
It's like they had a plan.
Yeah, a very long and methodical plan, which resulted in Doom and specifically Madjack. Look at that tornado DDT! Which resulted in Doom and Madjack getting their first championships in MNW history.
This is going to be insane. I mean, these two, I honestly believe these two just dislike each other.
Not only do they dislike each other, they are the leaders of factions that despise each other. And they both represent the brands that they are a part of. Nothing sums up Flashbang and Warzone better than Zako and Madjack. Flashbang is so, and you know, speak of the devil, here's those contrasting styles. The innovative offense of Madjack. It's time for Jack in the Box.
Oh, moments like that, I think Zako's glad he's a robot.
I mean, that's still his emergency induction port.
That's a good point.
Into the cover.
And Zako getting the flip.
And I couldn't help but notice, Meme got involved in the whole Wilson, Son of Will, and Juan Chance Iron Man match, which I'm not faulting them for speeding through that. I actually kind of thank them for that. But that's what originally started all of this. It was originally Doom versus APS. And Meme decided to go ahead and interrupt that match. And it has resulted in what you are seeing here today. This rivalry that's causing Madjack to crash to the floor. Top rope to concrete. Knee to face. And now back to the Jack in the Box.
Oh, that 2 in a row. Oh, man.
And look, it's just laughing at him. Zako with nowhere to go.
I mean, you've got the logic of a bot versus the chaos of a trickster. Oh, going up top.
And now the headbutt to the chest. Pumpkin meat metal.
And I would remind everyone that Madjack has been investigated by AP. Oh, never mind.
Oh, what a chop.
I was going to say, Madjack's been investigated by APS, and their conclusion is we don't know what he is.
Yeah, which, honestly, that's more terrifying than getting an answer.
And stomping on the arm again.
And a nice pin there and a kick out by Madjack.
I always wonder, what's he doing during Halloween season? I mean, I get he's the Pumpkin King. He probably has a lot of responsibilities at that time.
Yeah, I'm not really sure. It's a question that I asked myself during Flashbang, that Doom was absent for most of the Halloween season. You'd think they'd be all over the place. Waiting to find a contender for Breakdown 7. Eventually, Spectre Sonata was that team, and they defended successfully, curb stomped by Zako. But first it was Madjack disappearing. Then Xericus followed him. And then after Michael Macabre took on Graven and cured him, he disappeared. So I have no idea. All I know is they came back in time to defend their titles against Spectre Sonata, did so. And now Madjack and the rest of Doom are a part of the C101.
While on Flashbang, you're having a tournament to figure out who's going to be their next trios opponent.
That is true. We have 17 teams with 16 spots. So next week, we're going to fill that last spot. Look out here. Future Shock DDT. And by the end of the C101, we will hopefully have new contenders for the trios titles or be close to it. Oh, my God, the Murder Cave. Murder Cave. The Grizz need a Madjack. Oh, my God. Oh,
that was
Shades of Grizzly Adams.
That was so close to a 3 count. Oh, wait, it looks like he's setting up for it. Oh,
reset button. The reset button to Madjack. Nice job. Thanks for playing. No.
Oh, ladies and gentlemen.
And I'll tell you what, man. Go ahead, Jerry.
I was going to say, like the last match, both these competitors won last week. If one of them wins, that person will have 4 points. If they tie, well, help us if they have a tie. Oh, dear.
So, we heard Gorm talk about it earlier tonight about how Meme has kind of been stuck in the past, but I'll tell you why that one's probably a little spicy for Madjack. And we'll do it right after he goes for this, because this might be it. Halloween night, All Hallows knee. The champ is down.
Oh, 1.
The upset of the tournament made no.
Oh!
Both of them taking their best shot. And now Madjack about to get crazy. Oh, Oh, and Zako says not today. Well scouted by Zako Due. So what I was going to say, the reason why that might sting a little bit extra for Madjack, let's take you back to the very first breakdown in Flashbang history. It was Doom. At the time, it was just Xericus and Madjack. The Dragonborn Wily and Kane, the man who had no involvement in any of Doom matches since then, taking on the new Four Horsemen. Grizzly Adams, Ramoon, Pestilence Demon, and Dr. Grimm, the newest member of the new Four Horsemen. It looked like Madjack was about to win that match. There was a whole situation with the creation getting involved, and Grizzly beat Madjack and immediately bolted to Warzone with his boys. Madjack hasn't sniffed him since.
That's an interesting take. Yeah, that's true.
And so the fact that he pulled that out of his bag, Zako's got his history with Grizzly, just defended the heavyweight title against him. To pull out that move against Madjack, the mind games are in full swing. And now Madjack to the top rope. He's going to fly. Knees to the shoulder. And now look out here, nice vertical suplex from Zako.
And bringing it back up.
And now Madjack again, the reversal.
I was wondering if we were going to see a red comet, but instead we're seeing a, I don't know.
Interpretive dance. That's what he does. Yeah, exactly. Interpretive dance is probably the safest way to...
Yeah, I was going to call it some kind of cultural demonstration.
Perhaps. And I would argue, much like Gingerboi and Jack Abbott, neither one of these two is afraid to stretch, bend, twist the rules a little bit to pick up a win by any means necessary. Think about what this would do for Madjack if he could win this match, if he could pin the world champion. Look out here. Oh, the kick. What a kick. Good night, Zako. Springboard thrust kick. 2, and he kicks out.
I mean, I was expecting a Jack's knife, but...
A Jack's knife, a trick or treat, something like that. Yeah. Snapmare there to Zako. And now into this figure 4 head scissors. But Madjack has long been considered a tag specialist, much like a Devin, a Jack Abbott, Madness, Kuso, Kale. But we have seen with his win last week, he's a capable singles wrestler, and right now, he's given the champ all he can handle.
Rolling over again. Oh, man. I was going to say, Zako, you got to get out of there.
And he does. I think he can feel the pressure. The blood would normally be escaping through the head. Look out here. Another one. Future shock DDT. And will this be enough to keep down the Pumpkin King? Count of 2. No.
And we're just about the halfway point.
Yeah, you know, I just looked at the clock. This match has been so intense, I just noticed we're there. Off switch, Madjack goes down. Ball game.
He has eaten
game,
1,
set,
2.
Go.
And ladies and gentlemen, here we are. We are now officially at the halfway point.
10 minutes remaining. We've seen a lot of these matches going the distance. I think the longest match that we've seen thus far was just under the 5-minute mark. 1, 2, and a kick out. I think that was Probunaga and Aiden 0.
That's true. It's true. Janitor and Aiden going that almost the distance.
And now the right hands from Zako Due. Madjack still down. He's just trying to knock him out at this point. And a kick out. But look at Madjack barely able to get the shoulder up. Fatigue becoming a factor.
And Zako bringing him back up. What is he planning now?
I don't know. He's lifting him up. Look at the power of Zako Due. The knees to the gut. And what a drop kick. And now Madjack. Inverted atomic drop. And now again, psyching himself up. Oh, and he ducks the grapple. Right hand from Zako. Kick to the gut. And here we go. The Pumpkin King with a flurry. Heel kick. Another step up heel kick. Ducks the clothesline neck breaker. Madjack took it with gas. Into the cover.
And 1 count. Madjack got that energy surge right when he needed it.
And how many second and third wins do these two have?
That is the question. Oh, and the disrespect.
I mean, these two don't like each other. Even in the thralls of combat, they are not above taking a cheap shot. Knees to the chest.
Oh, it's going up.
Madjack gonna fly again. Again, one of those cruiserweights. We talked about it earlier. Love to see a tournament of cruisers. This would be one of them. Madjack saying, get your ass up. The champ in trouble. Drop kick, thrust kick to the face. And then telling this Warzone crowd where they can kiss him.
And back again.
That's not going to endear him to Warzone very much.
No.
His old stomping grounds. The knees and a kick out.
I mean, I remember back in the day when he was on Warzone during the time of the Inquisition. That's become an issue more than once.
Oh!
It gets brought up a fair amount, even on Flashbang.
Did you see that headbutt? I thought he was going to whip him out of the ring. He pulled him back into a headbutt. And now look, knees, knees, and knees.
Knees for days.
So many knees.
Side headlock by Madjack. Ducks the clothesline. And now kicks to the leg. We still don't know the full condition of Zako's arm. We saw last week he didn't go for a red comet or for an Ansible effect. And I wonder if he's still favoring that arm at all.
I mean, every report I'm getting, he's been cleared by our maintenance department.
Well, we'll have to see if he goes for either of those moves. Those are two of the most powerful moves in his arsenal. And right now, Madjack giving him everything he can handle. He might need them. There's a nice Uranagi side slam. And a kick right between the shoulder blades. And again into the cover. Zako, a peek at the clock. He sees that there's only 6.5 minutes left. Kick out. Again, the Janitor and Aiden Zero went just under 5 minutes. It was about 4 and change. Maybe 4:55, let's call it. And now Madjack showing off the hips. Neck breaker.
You gotta wonder, do those hips lie?
They certainly don't. And look at the springboard leg drop. Madjack going deep into the bag of tricks. And now again, a headlock with those legs and knees to the head. Jerry, this has been non-stop.
It's you know, I was saying earlier tonight, we have had...
Oh, there it is! The Grizzly ending!
Again,
Grizzly ending! Goodbye, Madjack! Reset! Oh, he caught the reset button!
I was going to say, this has been a night of main event worthy matches all through the card. This is a pay-per-view main event worthy match.
He looked like he was going to go for a tornado DDT and kept the rotation going. Headbutt to Zako.
And uh-oh.
Madjack, headbutt ya. That just shows you the distaste that he's willing to put his own head at risk to take this man out. Zako is down. 5-minute mark and a kick out at 1. How is that possible?
Gee. I mean, we're getting close to... I mean, time is now a factor, a pressure on them. Neither man wants to only get 1 point.
Oh, and look at that leg drop. That was shades of Madjack. And this is officially the longest match in the C101. We're coming up on 4.5 minutes. Zako rolling out of the ring. Madjack does not give a damn. He's gonna fly. Look out here. Oh, and he lands on his feet. Zako able to back up just enough. Right hand by Madjack. And now the kick on the outside into the barricade.
Getting a show for the... I am so glad we moved the announce desk out from that area.
Yeah, that would have been right in front of us. Now Madjack throwing Zako back in the ring. To the corner we go. This has been bonkers. There's an elbow. Zako hung up on the middle rope. Madjack, tiger fade kick using the turnbuckle. And now he's going to fly.
This
with another headbutt.
Oh.
And again to the top rope.
I have to imagine he's bleeding under that mask.
He is trying to end Zako Due before our very eyes.
At least I hope that's
what mask?
Knees to the chest. 3.5 minutes.
It's again working over the cursed future. Oh.
And I think Madjack is looking right at the Titantron. The clock is shown up there for the competitors. He sees the time. If he could take the world champion to a draw, I would call that a huge win.
Sure, but I can't imagine him being satisfied.
Let me ask you a question then. Bigger upset, Madjack over Zako or Madness over Lady Boots?
Ooh, at this point, boy, that's a great...
Because I don't know anymore.
I don't. I mean, here's the thing.
I thought that was the upset, but we might see one right here.
But counterpoint, like you said, these both represent effectively the faces of their brands. I mean, it's like you have the avatar of Flashbang versus the avatar of Warzone.
And now Zako trying to fight back. We are at 2.5 minutes.
Without a doubt, the longest match of the tournament so far.
We have not had a tie in the C101, and there's a rake of the singular eye of Zako. Into the ring we go.
Back in.
Madjack's got to do something quick, and this is the first time that I'm going to get to say this. Ladies and gentlemen, 2-minute warning. Head scissor from Zako.
Bringing it back up. What's he going to do?
Zako to the corner.
Game of the corner. Oh, could we see it?
Oh, he's turning him around. It could be. 1:45. It is. He's got him up, Red Comet. The Red Comet.
Well, this is... Oh, wait! What? Wait! What?
Oh, my God! The Red Comet into a Bosco! No! I don't believe it! A minute and a half, he got him!
Oh, my God!
I don't believe it! I don't believe it!
And your winner, Madjack.
I mean, oh, my God. Especially... after Zako said that we would never see a boss KO on Warzone again, Madjack beats him with a boss KO.
Out of the Red Comet. He had it scouted, and he had one more trick up his sleeve. Unbelievable.
And
ladies and gentlemen, don't look now, but Madjack has 4 points.
Oh, Eric, that was...
I'm
still in shock.
You just got a pay-per-view match for free.
Eric, let's take a look at where the scores stand right now. So, at this point in the tournament, Block A, Madjack, Dagrik, and Gingerboi all sitting at the top with 4 points. Zako Due, the Janitor, Lady Boots, and the Madness sitting at 2 points. Daverman, Aiden 0, and Jack Abbot. Next week is going to be clutch for those 3 because they are currently sitting at 0. And as a reminder, for Block B, Victor Vicious, Jack Andrews, Devin Samjack, and Suicide Gemini holding steady at 2. Brawl Kaiser, Kuso Kale, Zericus, Michael Macabre, and Graven Allen all waiting to make a mark on the scoreboard. Eric, it has been a hell of a night. You know anything about what we're going to see this upcoming week on Flashbang?
I mean, I could do you one better. I could tell you all of the round 2 matchups for Block B if you want an exclusive here for Warzone. Ladies and gentlemen, coming up next Friday night on Friday Night Flashbang, round 2. Suicide Gemini goes one-on-one with Devin. Victor Vicious looks to do what Zako Due could not, beat a member of Doom, as he goes one-on-one with Xericus. The tag partner of Xericus, Michael Macabre, will take on Kuso Kale. Mr. Money in the Bank, Semjax, will take on the interdimensional champion Brawl Kaiser. And the Prince, Jack Andrews, takes on Graven Allen.
That is going to be a packed show. We can't wait. And of course, stay tuned to this channel next for the announcement on next week's matchups in Block A. It's shaping up. It's going to be insane. But with that, we are out of time. So for Eric Genericson and Pete McPherson, I am Jerry Aldini. Good night, everyone.
Remember to like, comment, and subscribe to the MNW Archive channel. Just remember, you're doing this not for you, but for me, because I deserve to be seen at all times, everywhere. Wilson, son of...